Hey Jasmine, how are you doing? Hi Leah. Okay, so this one is just a public live, but I had mentioned it yesterday on the group coaching live. I was like, I got time today, so I'm gonna go live because I be wanting to do like one public live a month. I just didn't do it last month. Hi Jada. Hi Alicia. Hi Neo. Hi Lisa. How y'all doing? Lauren, sorry I missed your hi. Astro, what's up, y'all? Howdy. Hey, girl. I have a video that I'm going to post today. I am 15 minutes behind on this live because I was trying to get it uploaded. So when I end this live, I'll post the video that I have for today. But how are y'all doing? Caught it at the beginning. Yes, I literally just started it. And I tried to give some type of notice. That's why I made the community post, intending somebody was able to see it. Because I don't know if YouTube notifies you and says, hey, Tierica's live. Like, I don't know what it does. Hey, Manifestation Goddess, how are you? Bree, I am well. I appreciate you for asking. Jada, okay, so I never was feeling bad. It's just my voice. Like, and I've mentioned that in the video that I'm going to post for today. Like, I just manifested losing my voice every, what is it called? Every season, this time of the year, I always just lose my voice a couple of times. Kels, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for all your videos. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Ty, I honestly, I don't know if I've ever used revision personally. I don't think I have. I don't think I have personally. If I remember something, I will definitely let you know, but I don't think I have. I've definitely seen everybody's what's it called? Success stories on it, but I just haven't really been in a position, I guess, where I needed to use it. Alicia, you got the notification? Okay, good, good. Cause I swear I'd be like, I don't know how YouTube works with these notifications and stuff. Ikaro, I hope I said your name correctly, but hello. Amar, I hate jacking up people's names. What's up, y'all? Okay, 1997, what's up? I was manifesting a celebrity SP and they passed away. How would revision work and how should I revise? Okay, that is, whew, and somebody just asked about revision. So let's talk about it. Y'all, if you don't know my perspective when it comes to people passing away, I don't believe that that is final. I don't believe that that is just the only reality, okay? So when someone passes away in your reality, right? Theodore, what are you talking about? I don't play games. I don't play Fortnite. But when somebody passes away in your reality, right? There are still infinite versions of reality. So what that means is they are still alive in another reality. So you have to use revision. You cannot contradict it. You cannot waver. Okay. It doesn't matter how much you affirm. You just have to be solid in the thought of this person is alive. It was just a mistake. The media had it wrong. The news had it wrong. Wherever you found out about it, they had it wrong. And you keep persisting. Okay. Now, I have seen so many different ways that this could play out, right? So there are ones where you wake up, you're in the reality where that person is alive, it was just a mistake, it never really happened. Cool, that is absolutely possible. But then there's other situations where, and it's all going to be whatever is natural to you, because then there's other situations where you experience a reality where you get a person that is very much like the SP that you had. It's like them in just another form, basically. I believe both of them are possible, and I believe whichever one you are most comfortable with, whichever one you are easier to accept, that's the one that you're going to experience. So I intend that makes sense for you. The world is my oyster. I love your name. I love your name. I'm glad you're able to catch the live. I literally just started it. Like, we're 5 minutes in already. That's crazy, but we're 5 minutes in. I appreciate it, 1997. Thank you so much. I really do be chill, y'all. Just in real life, I be super chill. I felt amazed for your blessing coming yesterday. I was so happy. I went to go outside and work always. Oh no, okay. So you can revise that. You can revise that. Whatever you want to say. I got my car back. They made a mistake. Like, saying that they made a mistake is probably, in my opinion, one of the easiest ones for you to accept, because you see mistakes happening all the time. So you can really just be like, they made a mistake and they gave me my car back. They called me. I'm getting my car back. Like, this is even after I had a dream of being at a luxury dealership last night. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Excuse me. Circumstances don't matter, right? So what you're experiencing is coming from something that you were thinking prior to, all right? It's something that you were thinking prior to. It's just a reflection of a thought, a belief, whatever. So don't allow it to affect you. You just think in a different way. And I just recorded 3 videos today, and one of them was circumstances don't matter. And I say, I get it. Like, sometimes the circumstances are so, they just feel so real, right? And they get us so emotionally involved. But when you can detach your emotions from it, you know what I'm saying, and really persist in your power and really think in your power, in your favor, it doesn't matter. You're going to get your car back, you're going to get a better car, whatever, because it's always going to work out for you. And you have to look at this situation as everything is still working out in your favor. They might have repossessed the car, but that means nothing, because you're the creator of your reality, so it doesn't matter. I made amazing friends through the lock-in challenge, and I know I'm the master manifestor. Oh, I love that, TS. I absolutely love that. That was my intention with making the Facebook group and the lock-in challenge, which led me to be like, you know what, I need to make another platform just for everybody in general, you know, everybody in general to connect with each other. So that's why I made the community post of, do y'all want a Discord or do y'all want Facebook group? And I was very surprised to see everybody wanted Discord over the Facebook group. Yes, life with Sarah is just a bridge, okay? If you believe in a bridge of incidences, then it's just a bridge, okay? Because everything is always still going to reflect your assumptions. Nothing is solid, nothing is final, nothing is factual until you decide so. So sometimes I've seen that where you affirm for something specific and then your reality shows you the total opposite. Don't worry about that, okay? It's all working in your favor, and you have to really hone in on that and tell yourself, like, everything is working in my favor. Everything is working out in my favor. It's always working out perfectly for me. It may sound just so easy, but it is. Like, you have to do that no matter what the circumstance is. And you know, even when it comes to your SP, like when it comes to SPs, if you start thinking of your SP or you see something that reminds you of your SP, like, you assign meaning to everything. So you can tell yourself, oh, my SP is thinking about me right now. Like, my SP wants me more than I want them. They are miserable without me. You are giving them instructions on what to think, how to move, all of that. So just because you end up with a circumstance, don't allow a circumstance to dictate how you feel or dictate what's possible for you. Like, you see a circumstance, it doesn't matter. You keep affirming through them circumstances anyway, okay? Period. Blondie, I am well. How are you doing? Rihanna, what do you mean? Like, what do you need? What do you need assistance with, love? I've been trying to manifest, and I feel like I've seen a difference, especially since finding your videos. Is there any way to make the first move? Okay, so Jorge, or anybody that is manifesting your SP, anytime you see hot and cold behavior, it is because you are in some way persisting in hot and cold thoughts, okay? So you could be in this position where you are affirming for your SP, right? You're affirming for your SP, and then you're like, oh, I don't know if it's working. I don't know if I really want to be with them. Then you affirm again. Then you start questioning. when you do that, your SP is picking up on all of that. Like thought transmission is instant. So will they pick up on that? And then you start seeing a reflection of hardened code behavior. So you think that they may or may not want to be with you, but it's because you are battling that yourself. You are having different thoughts instead of just solely sticking to this is my person, we're gonna be together, like that's it, that's all that there is. And I just had a talk with somebody about this. Like it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl, whatever, gender roles when it comes to who's gonna reach out first. If you're a guy and you want your SP to reach out first and your SP is a girl or your SP is a guy, it doesn't matter. They will reach out first. You can always get what you want, but you just cannot contradict it. Like that is a really, really important thing, is to not contradict your manifestation, not contradict your desire. So stick to what it is that you want with your SP. Tell yourself your SP is reaching out to you right now. Like my group coaching lives, we do lives every week on my group coaching tier. And I told them, I was like, when you have an SP, right, and if you feel like they are not reaching out to you often, or they're not reaching out to you like you want them to, every time you look at your phone, you need to tell yourself, oh, look at my SP texting me now. Look at my SP messaging me. They are just obsessed with me. You get a notification from an app or something, that's your SP blowing up your phone, okay? Like you are physically seeing something, but you are implying something different to your subconscious mind. And I intend that makes sense, but yes. And I remember somebody making a comment about we missed the nails. I think your world is the oyster. The world is my oyster. I'm gonna get my nails back. I had braided my hair myself, so I couldn't have no nails to braid it because my nails be way too long. I must have manifested this. I was just telling a friend I want to reach out to him, but he should be reaching out to me. Yes. So if you want your SP to reach out to you, then you need to just tell yourself your SP is always messaging you. My SP is reaching out to me. My SP is always contacting me. They're always texting me, you know. So Dropstick, he said, have I ever manifested something outer worldly? This is kind of okay. So I made a reality shifting video for my memberships, and just briefly, I feel like I just manifested shifting realities because one reality, some really bad stuff happened where I probably would have been alive, and then I feel like I shifted to a reality where I was alive and everything was messed up in the reality pertaining to the situation that I was in, except for me. It was an accident. It was a car accident. So the car completely destroyed, but I was in one piece, and there's no recollection of anything. There's no remembrance of anything other than I'm still alive. So that's probably one of my biggest ones that I can stick to. Examples of wavering is anything that is opposite of what you want. Okay, so wavering can be if you're manifesting something. Let's just say you're manifesting money, right? The moment you see a bill and you start panicking and thinking about how you don't have money, that's wavering. You continually changing affirmations because you feel like your affirmations aren't working and you need to do something else to make it work. That's wavering. Constantly looking for success stories, constantly trying to find somebody that has manifested the amount of money that you want, constantly feeling like there's something you have to do. All of that is wavering, because when you have something, you have it. You're not searching for it, you're not questioning it, you have it. And that's basically what it is with manifestation. When you desire something, when you assume you have it by talking to yourself as having it, that's how you get it in the reality. That's how you experience it physically. But anytime that you contradict it in any way or are basically implying that you don't have it, that's considered wavering. Krista, you're not late, honey. I only been on here for 15 minutes, so you're not late at all. How do I say your name? Highwit? Highwit? Hello. Thank you. Okay, this is the thing. They had this on Fashion Nova, and I really wanted it, but they only had a 1X. So look at the sleeves. But so it's okay. I will always buy like 1X sweatshirts and stuff because I like the bigger fit. Okay, let's see, girl. Let's talk about how I keep seeing two past SPs' names, and no, I'm not looking for these signs. I just keep seeing it. That's okay though. But when you see it, still you assign meaning to everything. And I really just said, if you see like things that make you think of an SP or even past SPs, just imply that that means they're thinking about you. Like they're missing you at that point. Even if you don't want them, it's okay. But you're on their mind. You know what I'm saying? Like you assign meaning to everything. So you're to say that you're on their mind. But if you're not looking for it, and I get that sometimes we are in a position where we're not looking for something. I'm not looking for anything, but it keeps popping up. There's this ugly, super ugly lime green Kia Soul car, and I'm so sorry if any of y'all drive this car, okay? But I see the car, excuse me, and I said that car is so ugly. Now I keep seeing the car everywhere I go. There's one that lives here now, like in my apartments, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not trying to see this car, but it's in my awareness at this point, so now I see the car everywhere I go. Let me see. When you need something fast, do you need to affirm manifestation powers as well? Honestly, you need to just affirm that you have whatever it is that you want now. So, whatever it is, if it's the money, if it's a person, if it's a job, whatever, you just need to see yourself as having it now. The way you know you have a roof over your head, the way you know you have a car outside to drive, the way you know of a job that you're going to go to, the way you know whatever it is that you possess, you have to look at it as you have it now. And because that diminishes the time between you and whatever it is that you want. You know what, Howden? I wouldn't be surprised because it's a possibility, okay? It's a possibility. I wouldn't be surprised. But yes, so look, and that's that's so crazy you say that, and I look back at the person's comment I was answering to, and that is definitely the initials. Anyway, um, you don't have to affirm for manifestation powers. I feel like you should affirm for manifestation powers when you are in a state of um, I can't manifest this thing, or it's taking too long. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, because you're never doing anything wrong, right? So when you're in those kind of states, then yeah, you want to say, oh, I'm the creator of my reality. Like everything is so easy for me to manifest. I can have anything that I want. So I think that's where that thing is at. But you don't have to affirm for manifestation powers unless you feel like it. What's up, DJ D Swift? How do we persist even when things that we don't want are actively still happening and it doesn't feel like anything is changing? Well, that is what you are aware of, okay? That is what you're aware of. You're aware that nothing is changing. So, in my opinion, and from my advice, I would tell you, you need to start telling yourself everything changed overnight. Like, I'm so happy everything changed overnight. Isn't it amazing that everything changed overnight? Because everything is always working in my favor. You're always manifesting, you're always persisting in something, you're always telling yourself a story. So, what is the story that you're telling yourself? And when you become aware of certain things, like you feel like nothing is changing, well, no, everything changed overnight. Everything changed so fast for me. Isn't it amazing? Isn't it wonderful? Isn't it crazy how everything changed so fast? And you take your focus off of what you see in front of you that seems as though it's not changing, but it's not changing because your focus is on it's not changing, right? Once you decide you want something, you want to change something, you have to stick to it. When you fluctuate in and out, that is you just fluctuating in and out of a state of being. And your state is reflected in your reality. And that's what you're experiencing, that's what you're seeing. So you have to stick to it. When you stick to it and you don't, it's like you become this shield, okay? No matter what you see, it doesn't matter. You block it. You block it. If it's not in alignment with what you desire to experience, it does not exist in your reality. And you just have to stick to that. And if you're, I love the, manifesting something small, irrelevant, whatever, because that really does show you how easy and effortless you can manifest stuff. Like you can state something one time and it's literally true. That's it. But when you contradict it, or when you are stating the opposite of what you want, that's what keeps you feeling like you're in a loophole. That's what keeps you feeling like I'm on this hamster wheel, this never ending cycle, and how do I get off of this? And you get off of it by persisting in only what you want. You have to stick to that though. Help with having someone in your life that is no longer your SP, and after realizing that I spent 3 years, I don't feel the same, but they never ended up fitting the role. How do you move on? So, Jay, do you still want this person? Do you still want this person, or are you wanting a new SP? Because if you don't want that person no more, then you just let that person go. Because if they, I mean, they still showed up how you assumed them to show up, you know. So if you assumed something about a person and they weren't doing what you wanted them to do, they didn't move how you wanted them to move, that was based on your assumptions. So you can still have that specific person and have them be the way that you want them to be, or you can manifest a completely new person coming into your reality. Womp said, you've heard from other people that you need to take action, but can you manifest like your nose shape to change without getting a nose job? Same with anything, just not taking physical steps to change it. Absolutely. Absolutely. The thing is, this is the thing. Look at it like this. There are infinite versions of you that exist. There are infinite versions of reality that exist. Everything exists. Every possibility, every scenario, every outcome. So there is a version of you that has every different little feature. You only look the way that you look because you believe that you look that way. Okay? However your appearance is, that is what you believe about yourself. So to change something, and this is the thing, they've come up with all these surgeries, okay, because people believe that they have to go do something to get something. You have to take physical action to change something about yourself. You have to go work out. You have to go get a nose job. You have to get lip fillers. You believe that you have to go and do these things, and you don't have to do anything other than think as the version of you that you want to be. So if you want to change something about your features, absolutely. And you just have to tell yourself that you have that feature now, or you've always had that feature. And you can use pictures, you can visualize, whatever. But it's just the persistence of it. Because that version of you that has the appearance that you want, that version of you exists right now. Like it literally exists right now. What's up, Terry? How you doing? No questions, just support. I appreciate you, Terry. Welcome in, welcome in. How you doing today? I was watching you and I fell asleep and then I said, let me check my phone. It's like, aw. I appreciate it. I don't know how to say your name. Selek Haru. I think it's Selek Haru, but I love you too. I really appreciate it. I just randomly wanted to go live, but I do want to go live once a month, you know, just on a public live. If y'all do the group coaching, I do a weekly live. Every week we do a weekly live stream. Let me see. Can you do revision on appearance change like I have always looked like my desired appearance? Yes, absolutely. I feel like that is one of the easiest ways for you to do it. I've always had perfect skin. I've always been the perfect weight. I've always had whatever it is that you desire, right? And by you telling yourself, because when you tell yourself you've always had something or something has always been that way for you, then that's what it is. And that shows you the past isn't real. The past is only real because you believe that it's real because of your thoughts, your emotions that you have connected to maybe specific scenes that you keep replaying in your head. But when you tell yourself something has always been this way for you, then that means it's always been that way for you, and you assume that version of yourself, so your reality has to reflect that version of you that you're assuming. And then that shows you none of that stuff is real, okay? None of that stuff is real. Let me see. Hi, girl. Virginia. Tough period and want to get out of it and wake up tomorrow with my dream life. My SP is my favorite actor, and I just want him a house for the rest of London. Okay, so you can absolutely have that. You can absolutely have that. You just, anytime you want a completely different life, my favorite affirmation, everything in my life has always been perfect. Everything in my life has always been perfect, okay? Because your reality reflects your state of being. So if everything in your life has always been perfect, then that means everything has to reflect that. And not even specific experiences that you're affirming for are gonna, like, you don't have to affirm for specific things. When you say everything in my life has always been perfect, everything literally is just going to show up perfect. So then you assume that version of you, you assume that state. Now you want your SP, your celebrity SP. That's what. Then the thing is, even if you have a celebrity SP, it does not matter. Like, you're the celebrity in your reality. You're the person that they want to see. Them being a celebrity don't matter. That's just their job. Okay, their job is being known. That's literally it. So you could have any person that you want. You just have to see yourself as the version of them that has them. You can't see something as being difficult, hard, not easy to obtain, because those are just limitations you're creating for yourself. There's no blocks, there's no resistance, nothing is hard, nothing is difficult. Those are all things, illusions that we create for ourselves, and we believe them because we're experiencing them with our emotions. And when I believe when you experience things with your emotions, that's what makes things seem so real to you. So that's why if there's something that I don't like in my reality, I just emotionally detach from it, because when I don't give it my emotions, I don't give it my power. So then I can focus on my thoughts, think only as what I desire, and then that's what shows up. Makes sense? Let's see. Oh, you're from Turkey. Okay. It's strawberry. We say click, silek. Ah, yeah, I think I said that right. Okay, I love how you broke the name down for me. Thank you. That there are no limitations. How would I affirm that I have other parents? Okay, so if you want completely new parents, like I've seen people do that. So if you want completely new parents, or if you just want a different version of your parents, okay, either one you can do. You just assume that version. So if you want completely new parents, you could tell yourself, I have the best parents ever. I have the most amazing parents. It's gonna happen in the most natural way for you possible. So if you want completely new parents, you can tell yourself, I have completely new parents and they are absolutely amazing. Like, I love my new parents. And yeah, you are basically the one shifting the reality, but you're the one that's conscious of it. So you know that these are not the parents that you previously had, but they're going to assume that you've been their child this entire time, if that makes sense. Like, I know shit can sound like a fairy tale, all right, or it can sound like it is just in movies, but where do they get those ideas from anyway? It's all stuff that is available to you in your daily life. Like, nothing is set in stone. The more illogical things are, then that is what is more real, in my opinion. Things are not meant to be logical. Things are not meant to make sense. We just try to make sense of everything. And when we try to make sense of everything, we create limitations for ourselves. Don't try to make sense of anything. Just decide on what you want, decide you have it, and then you go with it. And let your reality reflect who you're being. It doesn't have to make sense. It doesn't have to be in chronological order. It doesn't have to have all these steps and reasons. No, because all those questions and stuff is just creating limitations, is creating barriers that you don't even have to place upon yourself. If you just tell yourself who you are through your thoughts, through your imagination, your visualizations, whatever, that's what it's going to be. Is visualization the same thing as daydreaming? I would like to think so. I would like to think so, because I am a daydreamer. So like when I'm working on my clients, if they go to sleep, I put my headphones on and I'm listening to subliminals, and then I kind of just drift off and start thinking about stuff. And sometimes it be pertaining to people. I may just start seeing a person or seeing somebody call me or whatever, and it always happens very fast. Like I just said that on our live last night. If I need somebody to call me or to text me, I just visualize it and it happens. And I expect it to happen because it's happened so much. I know that's how I get somebody to reach out when I need them to reach out. So if you are daydreaming about something, as long as you daydream about it, and you keep having that same daydream, like, it's the same thing. What is the difference between visualizing and daydreaming? You are in your imagination, in your mind, seeing something. As long as it's in your favor, I don't see nothing wrong with it. What's up, Sam? How you doing? How are you? How are you? How are you? Let me see. Jade said, just thought to share some good news for anyone in here that I successfully manifested a shorter period of only 3 to 4 days. Period, Jade. Period. I've definitely done that too. They used to be horrible. And it's such a breeze, such a breeze. Can you talk about the fear of stopping getting results on manifestation, like even when everything is working out? Like okay, that's just a belief. So if you believe that you get results and then something isn't gonna work no more, or it's gonna mess up, or it's gonna disappear, what did you say? You'll stop getting results. That's just a thought that you're telling yourself. That is something that you are choosing to persist in, choosing to believe, and allowing to be your truth. Don't allow that to be your truth. You know what I'm saying? It's never going to stop working for you because you're always manifesting 24/7. You're always manifesting no matter what. So it can't stop working because it's not a switch that you go and turn off. It's not a switch that you're like, oh, you know what? I'm not going to manifest today. No, you're still manifesting. So you're always getting results. You're always getting exactly what you are persisting in. You're always getting exactly who you're being. You're always getting that. So if you are being the person who doesn't get results, then that's what your reality is showing you because you've assumed that as your truth. So don't assume that as your truth. I always get exactly what I want when I want it, period. And that's what you need to assume. That's the version of you that you need to be. Parents feel so hard. Howdy. What you mean parents feel so hard? What happens if we are trying to be present but also want to daydream visualize? Hey, listen, TS, that's a good question. I feel like you are being present when you are visualizing and daydreaming. And I use this analogy so much, I just don't remember where I be saying it at, but I feel like I say this in the videos too. That when you are daydreaming and you're visualizing, right? And your eyes are closed and you are just focused on whatever your scene is, right? That is still you experiencing reality. In my opinion, that is the real reality. Your imagination is the real world. That is the first world. Like, that is the only world. This is just a byproduct of what it is here. So if you are visualizing, which I love to do because you can see it, you can feel it, you can be it, you can experience it, right? In your imagination, and your body starts to react to that sometimes. Like, you start to feel feelings, or you get happy, excited, you cry because you are experiencing the real world in your mind. You know? And because you've done that, your subconscious is like, okay, that's our truth. Boom, here it goes in your physical reality. So I think it's beautiful. I think it's being present. I think that's what being present is. Tiff, what is the best way to manifest multiple desires? I have like 20 things I want to manifest, but I think it's too much. Any advice? Write down all of those things on a list, on a piece of paper, and tell yourself everything on that list manifested. I have everything that I want. I have everything that I desire. Because you write it down on a piece of paper, you write it down in your notes, you are clear on what it is that you want. You have stated everything that you want. You can even write one affirmation for each thing that you desire. But for that entire list of 20 things, I have everything that I want. I have everything that I desire. Everything on my list manifests, and it manifested so fast. That's how you want to talk to yourself every day, because you're assuming the version of you that has everything that was on this list, everything that I desire. Then, if you start to think about, or thoughts pop up, or something in your reality triggers you to think about what it is that you wrote down that you desire, that's when you can take a little bit of time in that moment to affirm for the specific desire. So if you wrote down 20 things and one of those things was to get a house, then you're driving home and you see this beautiful house with a for sale sign, you tell yourself, man, it was so easy for me to manifest my dream house. It was so easy for me to manifest my dream house. And then you go on about your day, because you have assumed the version who manifested their dream house, who has their dream house right now. It's not about the number of times that you affirm for things. It's who you are deciding you are. And when you are consistent in that, and consistent in deciding, I am the person who has everything, I'm the person who gets everything, that's the version of you that you're being, that's the state of being that you're in, that's the reflection that you have in your reality. Your reality only reflects your state of being and who you are saying that you are. Okay, so dropstick. I caught the first part of your question, so I'm definitely gonna read it. I see you wearing a cross. This is quite a personal question, so I understand you wouldn't want to answer it, but I'm just wondering how you're Christian when your beliefs don't really align with it. So I'm not Christian. I don't identify with any religion, and I'm also not against religion. Anybody who is religious, that is totally fine because everybody's beliefs are respectfully so correct. Whatever you choose to believe, that is fine because you are experiencing your own beliefs. You are in your own world, your own reality, and whatever it is that you decide to be true for yourself, that's what's going to be true. This was actually a gift that was given to me by somebody very, very important to me, and I just never take it off. So they wanted to give me a necklace. I said, go ahead and pick whichever one you want. This just so happened to be the one that they picked, but I just refuse to take it off. I never ever take it off. So it it has a different meaning. It looks one way, but it has a completely different meaning because I don't identify with religion. That's just not my own personal beliefs. But anybody that does is totally fine because you're experiencing your own beliefs anyway, whatever you choose to believe. Lou, you're welcome. Let me see. Maya, do I have any go-to creators or content that I watch or read that's uplifting and positive? Honestly, I don't consume content anymore, Maya. I don't watch a lot of videos anymore. The only person that I watched when I needed stuff was Sammy. And I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all know Sammy. That's the only person that I would watch. That's the only person whose videos I would watch because when I found her channel, she made everything click. Everything I understood, everything that I was trying to figure out for all these years, it finally all just aligned, you know. So I don't really go and look at anything. Um, I just don't really consume that much content anymore because I know that there's no reason for me to. But if I come across somebody, you could go look at Sammy's channel. I think Taylor Tooks is somebody else good to watch too. Um, but yeah, I don't like to watch people's stuff because, or read for that matter, because you are just basically taking in somebody else's perspective and belief. And if you aren't conscious, you are allowing those people's perspective to be your own and to be your own beliefs. And I don't want nobody telling me how to think. HDO, I appreciate it. Thank you. Annie, of course you can ask a question. Hey Shani, what's up, girl? How you doing? Is it normal for your thought to be all over when you are trying to meditate? Because it frustrates me sometimes. Yes. When you first start meditating, your thoughts can be all over the place. You can realize you have like 10, 20 different thoughts going on. You know what I'm saying? Just but it's okay. You just continue to practice it. So I want to say I've been practicing meditation for almost 10 years. I started when I was 24. Started when I was 24. Next month we will be at level 34. But um, when I first started meditation, I didn't have clear direction, so I didn't know how meditation was supposed to work. So I'm going into meditation expecting to be somebody who just was one with everything, right? No thoughts, no nothing. I'm just existing. And I found that to be a little bit difficult. But again, if something is difficult for you, it's because you are perceiving it as difficult and you're not perceiving it as something that is easy. So when I go into meditation now, I go into meditation with an affirmation or something that I want to visualize, and that is what I focus on. And I continue to focus on that. I play calming music. I play my subliminals from High Frequency Guru. And if other thoughts come, excuse me, if other thoughts come in, then I either entertain them or I'm just aware of them and I just kind of let them go. I used to get overstimulating thoughts that would come in, and I learned to just become aware of them, right? Okay, I see that this is something that is on my mind. I see that this is something that is bothering me. Meditation would almost be like a therapy session for me sometimes because then I would be like, okay, so why are we bothered by this thing? Why are we bothered by this thought? Like, why? What is it about this? So now I'm talking to myself and, trying to work through it or whatever. But at the end of it all, how I meditate now is totally different, and I just use my affirmations or visualizations. So as long as you continue to show up for yourself in meditation and don't allow your thoughts to stress you out, and just be there, be and show up, you'll be okay. It's okay if your thoughts are all over the place. Try and have one affirmation and see how that goes for you. Because sometimes I'm still all over the place. I can go into meditation and decide I'm only going to affirm this one thing, then a visualization pops up. Okay, then a new affirmation pops up. I believe I get downloads when I'm in meditation. So it's like my higher self starts talking to me, and I start really going deep down a rabbit hole. Like it's an experience, look at meditation as an experience, and just be open to whatever you see, whatever happens. uh let's see. Annie, thank you, Bree. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Dropstick, thank you so much. Of course, I saw the necklace part. Anytime somebody asks about the necklace, I always respond because I know it could be a little deceiving, but it just has a different meaning to me. That's all. So I need to manifest a 180 change in my life and start living this new life in 2025, but I can't choose an affirmation. What do you recommend? Okay, that's really good. So I would say write down all of the things that you want for your life. Write a new identity. I actually had what was it, my lock-in challenge. I created a lock-in challenge back in, I want to say November. I think it was November. And basically, it was to set yourself up for something like that, to create a completely new identity of who you are deciding that you're going to be, how your life is going to go, and then you persist in that. You persist as that person. You think as this new identity. So if you want a complete 180, what does that life look like for you? What are the details of this lifestyle? What does that look like? What does 2025 look like for you? Okay. I know we were once in a space where people are telling you, write out your goals. What are your goals? What are the things you want to accomplish? But when you know about law of assumption, you know that you're a conscious creator. It's actually different, because when you sit down, it's not just a goal of something that you're trying to accomplish. No, it's what your life is going to look like. So look at it in that perspective. Like, it's not something you're trying to accomplish, it's what is true for you. So what do you want 2025 to look like for you? How do you want each month to look? Take some time and write that down. Write it down. I want to do this in January. I want to do that by the summertime. This is how much money I made for the year. This is the career that I have. Whatever it is, right? And if you need assistance with some affirmations after you get that identity down, let me know. I will remember your name. But just find some affirmations. I am the best version of myself. 2025 is the best year ever for me. This is the best year. I've had the most success. I had a complete 180. You could tell yourself, I made a complete 180 with my entire life. Like, my entire lifestyle upgraded. I had a complete 180 glow up. And all of those are, you're gonna, like, whatever one resonates, you're gonna know what you're implying to yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you say my life totally glowed up in 2025, then you're gonna know what that means. So when you pick your affirmations, they really have to resonate with you. I really like to pick affirmations that make me feel good. So do that. But just be specific on what you want. Write it out so you can see, and then align thoughts that match with that. And that's really all you got to do. I intend that you got some assistance. I intend that helped, though. Annie, and I do have the challenge already. I'm gonna have to find. Ooh, thank you so much. Oh my gosh, PMN, thank you. I can put a heart. Thank you. I appreciate you. Um, Annie, I do have the challenge. It's still going on, and I'm still going to keep the Facebook group up after the 31st. So you can still, come in. Oh, Phoenix, thank you. You're so sweet. I appreciate you. How are you doing? Haley, yes you can. Yes you can. Yes you can. Yes you can. It is, I thoroughly, thoroughly believe there are so many stories, there are so many success stories, there are so many examples that death is not final. We've just been taught that it's final, and we believed that it was final, but it's not. So yes, you just assume that person, has always been alive. You assume that person is here right now. You assume that person, it was a mistake. That it was the wrong person. It wasn't your person, whoever it is. If it was health related, that person has always been healthy, and I'm so glad that they're here with me. You know, if it was a car accident, I'm so glad that they were never in a car accident. I'm so glad that, you know, they walked away from that accident and they are totally fine. It's just what you are persisting in, what you are assuming, and what your focus is on. And when you do it, when you decide that, like, I really feel like you just have to stick to it, okay? You cannot contradict it. You cannot be, I don't, there's not a word that's undisciplined, but you have to be disciplined, okay? You have to be disciplined because I do feel like and believe that that is a core belief that everybody's been taught. So it's changeable, but you have to allow yourself to change that belief, okay? It can happen overnight, but you stay consistent no matter what, period. I know I always manifest and we can't stop that, but I said to myself for 1 year, oh, I'm going to start manifesting my SP tomorrow. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'm just consuming information, I guess. Yeah, if you want to manifest an SP, you got it. You got it. You listen, people are so easy to manifest, okay? And I think because I just had so many experiences like that, that I just started telling myself, oh, it's so easy to manifest people. It is so easy to manifest people, okay? So easy. Um, we'll book with you tonight. Yes, I look forward to talking to you, Phoenix. Definitely look forward to talking to you. And I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Thank you. These days, if I still consume kind of like from UNC math, I find myself skipping through quickly, just enjoying the positive background noise. Yes, and I know Sammy has said that before, like just turn on a video, and now that's like a timer in a sense. You know what I'm saying? Like you still hear the video playing, but at the same time, if it's a 20-minute video, you just had a 20-minute affirmation session. You just had a 20-minute saturation session of you persisting and thinking as the person who has what they want. You know, I am a firm believer that all things are techniques, okay? It's all techniques to help you remind yourself that what you desire is yours right now. But if you are taking time to watch TV for an hour and you're being impressed by whatever content is on the TV, you could take an hour to impress yourself on your own with whatever it is that you desire, you know? Hey, Tavana, how you doing, girl? You just answered so many questions I didn't even ask. I'm so glad, Brie. I am so glad. I swear sometimes I can go and just be going nonstop, but it's because I like talking about this stuff and I love helping people. Sorry, it's a little piece of lint. I love helping people, and I just when I fully comprehended everything and I seen all this stuff changing, it's like there's no way I could not just share this with people to help them understand what they're doing on a daily basis to change everything that you're experiencing, you know? How do you switch into your desired reality? Honestly, tell yourself I wake up in my desired reality every day. Every day I wake up, I'm in my desired reality. Every day I wake up in my desired reality. I'm always in my desired reality because your reality is a reflection of your state of being. It's a reflection of what you're persisting in. So if you are telling yourself, I wake up in my desired reality every day, what do you think happens? You wake up in your desired reality every single day. Virginia, you feel discouraged because of self concept. Hold on, y'all. Oh my gosh, no. Okay. You feel discouraged because of self concept. And I have a self concept video. I think the self concept video is the one that I'm going to post after this live. But you feel discouraged because of self concept. When you tell yourself, I can have whatever I want, everything always goes exactly my way, I always get exactly what I want because I create my reality, then you're not going to feel discouraged about manifesting your SP. I've manifested several celebrity SPs. That's nothing. It's so easy. They're just people. They are literally just people, just like you. They are just a person. Their job just puts them in front of a lot of people, or they're just more well known by more people. More people know them, but that means absolutely nothing. You only feel that because it's a confidence thing. So that's where you can bring in the self concept affirmation. Because then you assume that version of yourself, and your reality reflects that too, you know? And when you see evidence of stuff working in your favor, it makes it easier for you to believe. It makes it easier for you to be like, oh, you know what? This is easy for me. I do always get exactly what I want. There was somebody's question that I wanted to answer because it was a word that popped out. Now I don't know where it went. Oh, what is psychosis? People make it seem like manifesting could be a form of psychosis. Okay, so Nini, I don't know what psychosis is. I don't know the specific definition. We could look it up right now, but I'm sure they label it as a mental health issue or something. Honestly, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, in the beginning, I thought I was going crazy, okay? Especially when it came to like the whole death revision thing, because I had never heard of such a thing, but it was a thought that popped in my mind, and I went and searched and found my answers. And I struggled with that for a little bit. I struggled with that. I was like, this is really possible, but this is what we've been told. And I had to like make sense of that for myself because I thought I was losing my mind. So sometimes I guess, yes, it can make you seem like you're losing your mind, but that's because I feel like you are transitioning out of this one state of being, this one illusion of being basically the sleep version of yourself. You know how the whole woke movement was going around, everybody's like, oh, I'm woke, I'm woke. You're not really awaken until you understand that you create your reality and you can consciously do so and you can consciously decide on what you're going to experience no matter what it is. It doesn't matter how illogical it is. It doesn't matter if anybody else has experienced it. It doesn't matter if there's a success story on it. It does not matter. If you desire something, then that means you can experience it. And when you just accept that as your truth, you accept that I could say a blue apple appears out of nowhere, and literally a blue apple could appear out of nowhere for me because that's what I decided on, right? Then that's where you separate yourself from the illusion of there's a mental health issue, psychosis, whatever other, I know they'd be talking about schizophrenia and all that stuff. Like, yes, I guess if you have been diagnosed with something, you know, because for one, legal ways, you have to say you're not a mental health care provider, you know what I'm saying? But you can separate yourself from all of that and just accept the fact that you create your reality and accept the fact that if I decide on something, no matter what it is, no matter how crazy the world might make it seem, it's possible and I can have it. So I would say don't entertain the thought of, you know, psychosis or anything like that because entertaining it creates it in your reality. It makes it real. You're going to see evidence and proof. That's not what you want to see evidence and proof of. You want to see evidence and proof of you being the creator, you deciding on something and it just appears because that's how easy it is. And you step into that power and it's like everything else don't even matter. You accept the fact that, you know what, it's okay for me to have this thing. It's okay for me to affirm for this thing because if I desire it, that means it's meant for me to experience. You know? Josh, I appreciate you so much. That is always my intention because I spent years not being able to understand a lot of stuff. Like I'm having to listen over and over and over again because the delivery was difficult. So I really do appreciate that because my intention is always for it to be as simple to understand as possible. I appreciate you, Jay. Thank you. Thank you so much. At this point, I have quite a few videos now. I'm impressed with myself. Does robotic affirmations work? Absolutely. Anything works. Robotic affirmations work, visualizing works, scripting works, everything works. But if you tell yourself it doesn't work, then it's not going to work. But if you tell yourself, man, I can manifest anything I want from robotic affirmations. I can manifest anything I want. All I got to do is robotically affirm for it. Robotic affirming gives me anything that I want. Boom. Now you've created the assumption that robotic affirming works for you. I have the assumption that I can meditate on something and it, excuse me, and it happens. All I have to do is meditate on it. And that's because I enjoy meditation and it's just such a great experience for me. But it's just the assumption. So you tell yourself it doesn't work, it's not going to work. And yes, you don't have to believe anything. You're usually not going to believe it. You're usually not going to believe it until you see it. You're not going to believe it, right? You know that whole saying you have to see it to believe it. But where people mess up is they are looking at their reality right now, and because they don't see it, then they're like, oh, well, it's not going to happen because I don't see it changing right now. They're not changing who they're being internally. So yeah, you're not going to be able to believe it because you don't see it. You have to see it within first. You have to see it within, and you see it within however you choose, robotically affirming, visualization, scripting, whatever. You see it inside first, and then you see it in your physical reality. That's how it works. It happens here first. This is the reaction. Cause, reaction. With as within, so without. So that's how it's always been. You can't look at your physical reality and be like, oh my gosh, nothing is changing for me. This situation just isn't getting better. You're only affirming to stay in that situation. You are continuing to create that situation. But if you see something that's not going your way, you'd be like, you know what, it's always working out perfectly for me. That situation changed so fast. Now I have exactly what I want. Even though you see the opposite, as within, so without, that situation has to change. You don't have to believe it. You're not going to believe it until it changes. You're not going to believe it until you see it. It's faith. Faith doesn't mean you have to believe it. Faith just means you persist in it. You stick to it. You stay consistent in it. That's it. You don't got to believe it. Because it be stuff that I'll affirm and I don't believe. I know I don't believe it because I ain't never experienced it. But then you see your reality change and it's like, okay, cool. How can we tell that we did SATs correctly? That you tell yourself you did it correctly? There's no right or wrong. Excuse me. There's no right or wrong. So if you are going to sleep at night, you could go to sleep affirming. That's SATs. You could go to sleep visualizing. That's SATs. You can go to sleep listening to your affirmation tape. That's SATs. Okay? You're always in a relaxed state when you aren't being, present, right? Like right now I'm being present. I'm talking. So I'm not in a relaxed state. But when I'm working on my clients doing lashes, I'm in a relaxed state because I know what I'm doing. I've been doing it for so long. My body just moves, So I have so much time to just think. When your body is in a relaxed state, your mind goes active, right? Your mind goes active. When your mind goes active, you could do whatever you want. That's the perfect time. Yes. So you're always doing SATs correctly. No matter what. Because when you're driving in a car, that could be SATs. When you're in the shower, that could be SATs. Because you're not thinking about driving the car. You're not thinking about taking a shower. You know what to do. So then your mind starts doing what? Having all these thousands of thoughts that go on. But that's where you be the conscious creator. That's where you're like, nope, you know what? Let me go ahead and visualize while I'm in the shower. Let me go ahead and think about this thing. Like, I have affirmed in the car and missed exits because I'm on autopilot. Because I'm in such a relaxed state. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. Any thoughts on witchcraft? It sounds the same as manifestation LOA because it is, Asia. Witchcraft, voodoo, manifestation, all of that shit's the same because this is the thing. We've been taught witchcraft and voodoo and all that stuff is bad. Don't do that. Don't cast spells, blah, blah, blah. It's just a manifestation technique, in my opinion. So you have people that make love jars. You have people that do the little bags. You have people that cast the spells. It's just them manifesting. It's them thinking that they have to do this technique to create what they want. It's the belief in this technique that shows up in their reality. If a person goes to somebody who's going to do the witchcraft for them, right? It's still just a practice. It is just a technique. It's the same. Unfortunately, it just has a negative connotation within some people. Some people will be like, well, don't do no witchcraft on me. Don't do no voodoo on me. If I think about you doing something, you're going to do it. I don't have to go and do a whole bunch of other little physical things to make that happen. So it's all the same. It's just when you accept the fact that you are in your own little bubble, okay, existing amongst other bubbles, and it looks like we're living on the same one planet, but we're all existing in a different bubble, and we can do whatever we want inside of our bubble. Nothing else matters. You create whatever is going on inside of that bubble. You create whatever is inside of there. So it doesn't matter. Like, people think it's bad. I don't think it's bad. I think it's the perception, the perspective. Only person you have to persuade is yourself. Period. What's up, girl? Period. Only person you have to persuade is yourself. There's nothing wrong or right way to SATs. You are the only one who decides. Yep. What's up, Brazilian? How you been? What's the best way to deal with negative thoughts without putting too much focus on what I don't want? Robotic affirming. Robotic affirming. That is my recommendation because that's what I used. Robotic affirming and meditation with a visualization. So if you are being consumed with negative thoughts, excuse me, if you're being consumed with negative thoughts, right? Intrusive thoughts, robotic affirming, those thoughts can't exist, right? You're just going, going, going. You're either saying it out loud or you're thinking it, but you're thinking it at a faster rate, so those other thoughts can't come in. The more you stay consistent, that's the state that you're assuming. The moment you say, let's just say you say, I'm rich, because you're have intrusive thoughts about money, right? And you say, I'm rich. You instantly are in the state of I'm rich. You are now a person who is rich. But then you're like, oh, but I have this bill, I have that bill. Now you're out of the state of being rich. So to keep you in the state of being rich and to block out those intrusive thoughts from the other state of being of not being rich, you tell yourself, I'm rich. I'm so rich. I am so rich. I am so rich. I am rich. I have so much money because I'm rich. I am rich. Now you're existing in the state of being that is rich. So the other state cannot exist. That's why robotic affirming, in my opinion, works, because you're continuing to assume that state of being, and you can visualize. You know what I'm saying? If you have, and again with money, if you see your bank account and it's negative, you go visualize, and you just visualize seeing money being deposited, seeing this money in your account, right? Then the more you do that, you accept that as your truth because it feels so real to you. And that's really how you get rid of those intrusive thoughts. You just have to not attach yourself to them, not allow it to sway how you feel, you know, and know that you are greater than that. Know that you control your thoughts. Your thoughts don't control you. Even though it seems like they control you, you control your thoughts. You can control what you look at, what you talk about. You can control what you think. And when you notice some thoughts come in, you just have to stand in your power and be like, that's not my truth anymore. That is not my reality. That is not what I want. That's not what I want to experience. Y'all, one second. My client that I have today is having some issues. Sorry, y'all. One second. Haven't been able to get my desired job for years. How should I go about it? What have you been affirming to yourself? Because you're telling yourself you haven't been able to get your desired job for years. So you tell yourself, what would I want to say to myself? Because I want to flip that. 32, 33, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3 o'clock. Okay, sorry, y'all. I had to get her situated. Okay, you believe that you haven't been able to get your desired job. So you tell yourself something like, I'm always the perfect candidate for my desired job. I always get hired in my desired job. I always get hired wherever I apply. Because what have you been telling yourself when it comes to applying at these jobs? And when you apply at these jobs, are you going and telling your friends and family, I might not get the job? Oh, dang, I didn't get the job. Because you just created the assumption that you don't get the job. So now you have to create the assumption that you always get the job. You always get the call back. You always get hired anywhere that you apply. And you have to stick to that. So if you have an interview somewhere, as soon as you leave that interview, you need to tell yourself, oh, I got the job. They hired me on the spot. I got the job. I got the job. And when you're talking to your friends, they ask you, how did it go, your family? I got the job. They're going to hire me. I'm the perfect candidate for the job. Nobody's more qualified than me, because nobody else exists in your reality but you. It's you. It is you. So if you want a job, then it's yours. No, there's no competition. The competition is created from us. We create the competition. Nobody's more qualified than you. Nobody is more valuable than you, because it is your world. It is literally your world. Go back to the bubble. It is your bubble. Put whatever you want inside of your bubble, but it is your bubble, okay? Robotic affirming. is one of my favorite methods. It's so simple and comes very natural. Yes, because you're thinking anyway. You are thinking anyway. You're always thinking. You're always thinking. I never, I never not like you. You're never not thinking. Okay, you're always thinking about something. Sometimes I be in points where I'm not thinking about nothing, but most of the time I am thinking about something. Okay. Your advice for manifesting a dream job that probably doesn't exist in the job market. What you mean it probably doesn't exist? I might need a little more context on that. Like your advice for manifesting a dream job that probably doesn't. It does like if you desire a job, don't tell yourself it doesn't exist in the market. I created the job inside my head. Okay, so then if you create a job inside your head, that means the job can be in your reality, and that job is gonna find you. So whatever it is, let me see. Cause I'm really like I need let's okay, what? You created a online job for yourself. So you just tell yourself, this is what I do. This is my occupation. I am a whatever the title is. Tell yourself that. Tell yourself that's where you work. That's what you do for a living. What do you do for a living? I am a da 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 da. This is what I do. Da da da. It doesn't matter about if it's available or not because it will appear. You know how you can get people to disappear out of your reality, get people to appear in your reality. You can get a job description, a job title to appear in your reality. I intended that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. Do you have any tips for weight loss without dieting? Yeah. Do you drink water? Every time I drink water, I lose weight. Drinking water makes me lose weight. I can eat anything I want and it makes me lose weight. It's so hard for me to gain weight. It is so hard for me to gain weight. I lost 55 pounds so fast. It was so easy for me to lose 55 pounds. I didn't even have to do nothing. I had to do nothing and I lost 55 pounds. Trust me, it works. I've told myself my entire life it's so hard for me to gain weight, and I've been 120 pounds since I was in high school. And I graduated high school like 15 years ago. Been manifesting a specific car and have been told to settle for other options. Okay, let me tell you, Madison, let me tell you. I was manifesting my Jeep, okay? I was manifesting my Jeep. And I told myself, I told my clients, I told everybody, I'm getting a Jeep, I'm getting a Jeep, I'm getting a Jeep, I'm getting a Jeep for my 25th birthday, I'm getting a Jeep for my 25th birthday. The very first dealership that I go to, they tell me, oh, you can't come in here and just get a Jeep. That's like coming and asking for a Porsche. Um, you should probably look at like a Jeep Compass or something. And I guess they were looking at me because of my age. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't run no credit check, they ain't run nothing. They just looking at me and trying to tell me what I can get. And then they're gonna show me a Jeep Compass. And I was like, I don't like this car. I don't it looks like a cloud. I want a Jeep Wrangler. And they were like, well, that's like it looks like a box. And I'm just like, I don't care what it looks like. That's what I want. And I said, you know what? It's cool. I left. I left because I didn't like it. And I don't know what happened when I went to the second dealership. I can't remember what happened. I think I just test drove one there, but they didn't have a color that I liked. The third dealership that I went to, they gave me more than enough money for the car that I was trading in. They gave me the price that I wanted on the car. They gave me unlimited oil changes on the car. Like I got everything that I wanted, the color and everything, and I got it 6 days after my 25th birthday. So when people try to tell you what you can't have, that's when you step into your power even more. Because baby, can't nobody tell you what you can have but you. Only you make the decisions for you. Can't nobody tell you that. Nobody can tell you that. If you have a dream car, you desire that car for a reason because it's meant for you to have that car. It's meant for you to experience life with that car. And I believe when you decide that you want something, when you desire something, you're already a match for it. That's why you're desiring it. Because if you weren't a match for it, then you wouldn't be desiring it. You wouldn't be thinking about it. It would have never been a thought, you know? So you have whatever car you want. You just tell yourself that you got that car, you're going to have that car, or you own that car right now. And nothing else matters. Can't nobody tell you nothing, okay? I don't know, to me the job description is embarrassing to identify with. I've been trying to manifest weight loss for 2 years. Okay, so this is the thing. When y'all are wanting to manifest something and you say that you haven't manifested it, that's what you're manifesting. You're manifesting the reality where you haven't manifested it yet. I don't care if you've been manifesting it for 12 years, 2 months, whatever. If you tell yourself I haven't manifested it yet, that's what you're experiencing. You have to tell yourself I manifested it and it was so easy. It was so easy for me to lose weight. Like that, I lost weight so fast. I can't believe how fast I was losing weight. Every time I eat chips, I lose weight. Chips make me lose weight. Every time I eat cookies, cookies make me lose weight. You have to tell yourself a different story, right? You've been told so long that this is bad for you, this is hard to do, you have to work out. You can go walk for 10 minutes a day. Walking 10 minutes a day made me lose 20 pounds. Walking 10 minutes a day made me lose 55 pounds. But when you do it, you stick to it. You don't look in your reality. That does not mean you go stand on the scale every single day and because it hasn't moved one number, then you panic and freak out. People lose weight all the time from doing absolutely nothing other than affirming that they've lost weight. Saying that they've lost weight. That is it. Literally, that is it. So you can do it. You can definitely do anything. You just have to put yourself in this perspective of I create my reality. So what I say goes. Nobody and nothing has power over me. And I really believe that that is just a journey within itself of you accepting who you are and accepting what is possible for you and being aware of where you are limiting yourself. Every time you say that something didn't work for you, something didn't happen for you, or I've been trying to get this thing, that's where you're creating. You know what I'm saying? You're creating that. If you know you have something, then you have it. So if you know you have a washer and dryer, you have a washer and dryer. If you know you have a cell phone that you're looking at this live off of, you know you have a cell phone. So know that you have whatever it is that you want. Just know that you have it, and you know that you have it by telling yourself, I have this thing, or I'm gonna have this thing. Like, tell yourself that. Keep telling yourself that. You know what I'm saying? And I intend that makes sense. How to deal with the 3D and mirrors, I can't really avoid them. So, you just have to tell yourself a different story. When I was doing my skin, right? And y'all, they give me the option to put a smooth me filter on. Like, this is me without a filter. And then that's me with the filter on. Like, it's a little bit of difference, but it's not. Like, I almost damn near look like a cartoon character with it on. So, I don't want it on. But when I was manifesting clear skin, I gotta look in the mirror every single day. I gotta go brush my teeth. I gotta get ready. I gotta get dressed. I gotta look in the mirror. And I was so used to zooming in on the mirror and looking at my skin like, oh my gosh, there's another pimple, there's more stuff for me to work on. I told myself I'm gonna keep myself an arm's length away. And I'm just going to tell myself while I'm looking in the mirror that I have perfect skin. Even though I can clearly see that my skin is not perfect, I'm gonna tell myself that I have perfect skin. So if you have to look in the mirror and you are manifesting something, you have to tell yourself that you have what it is that you want. Don't tell yourself what you see. Tell yourself you have what you want. And then one day you look in the mirror, one day you just realize everything is different. Everything changed. Sorry, y'all. 1 second. Okay. How do I manifest me being a master lucid dreamer, master astral projector affirming? Absolutely. I basically astral projected by telling myself, I got into the void, I got into the void, I got into the void. Like, I was obsessed with the void state at one point. And so while I was working on my clients, I just affirmed I got into the void. I woke up in the void, I woke up in the void. And literally I woke up, I went to sleep, and I don't know what the hell I did. I went to sleep and woke up or something, but whatever it was that I did, because I went to sleep later than I was supposed to on purpose. But I started meditating, and I could feel myself like coming out of my body basically. And then I ended up in this little black space, and it was just a bunch of colors and stuff moving around, and it felt really cool. And then I was just like, oh my gosh, this is the void. But then I snapped back into my room. And then when I snapped back into my room, I wasn't in my body though. I know this is probably gonna sound weird to some of y'all. I'm not crazy, okay? But I ended up back in my room, and it's like I was on both sides, floating on other sides of my room. I was not in my body. And then I was like, okay, I'm back in my body now. I'm back in my body now. And then I was back in my body. Like, it was a really cool experience. But yes, you just tell yourself you could do it. You tell yourself you could do it. You tell yourself you did it. You could tell yourself, I always have lucid dreams. Think of a person who maybe is on YouTube always talking about their experience of having lucid dreams. They are saying, I always have lucid dreams. I'm always lucid dreaming. They are assuming that version of them. They are assuming the version of them that always has lucid dreams. So you assume the version of you that always has lucid dreams and always astral projects, and it's so easy for you. Like, it's so simple. We just overcomplicate it so much, but it's so simple. And it just takes mental practice. Excuse me, it takes mental practice of continuing to tell yourself, I can do this thing. This thing is so easy. It's so easy. Excuse me. My bad, y'all. Just Smart, what's up, love? How you doing? Welcome in. Okay, hold on. I gotta figure out where I was at. Why I suddenly felt like I don't want to affirm anymore. I just feel like I have and don't want to say affirmations, but at the same time, I feel like I definitely should some affirmations. Why? Honestly, if you reach a point where you feel like you don't have to say affirmations and you've been affirming for something, then you just accepted that you haven't. But the thing is, there's no right or wrong amount of time to affirm for stuff. So as long as if the thought pops up of the things that you want, your affirmations are in line with having them, then you don't have to affirm all day. You know, like there have been things where I just decide one time, like this is what it's gonna be. This is it, and then it happens instantly the next day, whatever. So you don't have to affirm all day long. You don't have to affirm nonstop. You don't have to set timers to affirm. You don't have to. I think that's better to do when you are not used to the thing that it is that you want. When it is so far off and it doesn't seem natural to you and it just seems impossible, that's when you want to affirm, because then that makes it more natural to you and it's easier for you to accept, and and it makes it easier for you to block out these other intrusive thoughts that come in. Manifesting my person. Do I think of us already being together, or the talking stages, like they always message me and love seeing me? You could do both. You could do either one. So if you do the one, like if you do the second one where they're always messaging you, then you're manifesting in steps. So if y'all are not in contact right now, my SP is always messaging me. They are just constantly communicating with me. They be blowing up my phone. They be texting me nonstop. Then you experience that in your physical reality. Then you're like, oh, my SP is always asking me on a date. My SP always takes me on a date. We go on a date every weekend. Now you're going on dates every weekend. Oh, my SP asked me to be his girlfriend. My SP asked me to be his girlfriend. Now your SP asked you to be the girlfriend. So you've done it in steps, right? So you basically just have controlled the entire interaction, the entire play out of the relationship, the whole story unfold. Or you could just go straight to the end. Me and my person are in the best relationship I've ever been in. Me and my SP are in the best relationship I've ever, like my SP is the best relationship I've ever been in. You know? But I like the steps. I like to do the steps because then you just see it play. Like you get the conscious manifestation, and that also builds your confidence because you're like, ooh, this actually did happen for me. I actually can create this. I actually can make this happen for me. So then it just is a confidence booster. So whichever one resonates with you, but you could do both. How to deal with my current reality like appearance when I see the mirror. Sam, I think I just mentioned that, but you just have to affirm what it is that you want, even when you're looking in the mirror. You have to step into your power. And I did that. I realized that finally. Like, I could not keep looking in the mirror and telling myself my skin is bad, I'm working on stuff, I got dark marks, I still got stuff to work on. I had to stop telling myself that. Even though I still physically see it, I had to affirm different. And I just had to keep affirming different. And I kept affirming different because I was tired of having so many dark marks on my face that just made me feel like I kept having things to work on. And yes, to some people, manifesting clearer skin is probably easy, but for me, it felt impossible. It felt like something that I could have never done. I would have never been able to accomplish because I dealt with this since I was in the 5th grade, and I didn't get it until I was like 31 when I understood law of assumption to the fullest extent. And I said, I've really been the problem with my face this whole time because I am looking in the mirror at my reflection and and complaining about what I see. You can't look in the mirror and complain about what you see. You have to change who you're being to get a different reflection. So you just have to change what you say to yourself. To manifest an ideal partner or a doppelganger of someone that already exists, do I need to change my self-concept? No. You just tell yourself you have that person. Unless you feel like you are in a state of like unworthiness or I'm not worthy enough for this person, then yeah, self-concept. But if you feel worthy and deserving and that's not a bother, then you don't really have to do your self-concept. I'll leave my package. But no, you don't have to do your self-concept. You could just, it's so easy for me to manifest a specific partner. I manifested my perfect partner out of thin air. I manifested a doppelganger out of thin air, you know? Persist until you have what you want. Exactly, Brie. That's it. That's all you got to do. Once you decide something is yours, it's yours. Once you decide that you have something, you have it. And you just keep thinking and speaking as the person who has it and you don't contradict it. That's literally the formula. That's literally the formula. And you could just continue to tell yourself the same story like you've done your entire life. You told yourself a story your whole life about how things don't work out for you, things don't go your way, you can't get what you want, things are hard, life is so hard, life is unfair. Like you've persisted in that stuff your entire life, effortlessly. So effortlessly just persist in what you want because both ways you're having faith in the unseen. You're having faith in things that you don't see. You're having faith in something that you can't see anyway. So have faith in what it is that you want because you don't see either one of them anyway. But it's just so easy to accept the negativity. We have to make it a norm. You know how everybody online be saying, let's normalize having what you want being easy. Let's normalize it being okay to just think as the person who has what they want. Let's normalize that and stop normalizing thinking negatively and thinking against what we want. You know, stop normalizing that because that's what you've done your entire life. She said, I was just about to ask you about the void. Yeah. You are welcome. You're welcome, Shani. Shani or Shanae? I know I probably fucked it up, but I'm sorry. What if I want a big physical change, but I'm scared that it's going to take longer? It's not possible. Then you need to tell yourself that it was super easy and possible. That's it. So I am a firm believer in whatever it is that you are stating and declaring, that's what you need to flip. So you just stated that I don't believe it's possible, and I'm scared. I'm scared that it's going to take long and it's not possible. That is the version of you that you're assuming. So that's what you're creating for your experience, and your thoughts align with that. The thoughts that you're having, the experiences that you see, everything aligns with it. Okay? It could be people in your reality telling you that's not possible or that's going to take forever. It could be something you see online. Okay? But when you flip that and you just start telling yourself, you know what? It was so easy for me to manifest this physical change. It was so easy and it was so fast. It was so easy and it was so fast. Then that's the version of you that you're assuming your reality has to reflect that. Your thoughts are going to be aligned with that. But it's you deciding that and not contradicting it. Again, the contradiction is key here. You do not want to contradict your desire. Do not contradict it, okay? I hate jacking up people's names, but Zika, you just tell yourself you have superhuman strength. You tell yourself you have superpowers. I have superpowers. I have superhuman strength. I am the strongest person on the planet. And your reality reflects that. Your reality reflects that, you know? And it's gonna happen to you in the most natural way. If it happens to where, you know, the Guinness Book of World Records is so amazed by you, so they reach out to you because they want to do an article on you, they want to do a whole thing on you, you know what I'm saying? But you could continue thinking, man, my superpowers just get greater and greater. Like I get stronger and stronger. I am literally as strong as Hulk. Like my superpowers are like the Marvel characters. If that's what you want, that's what you're gonna get. Blah, you just make a list of everything that you want. Shanae, okay, thank you. Because I see the EE and the apostrophe at the end, so I'm like, that's probably it. Shanae, you know what I'm saying? Okay, I got you. Thank you. I just read some, how can I manifest things? I'm sorry, y'all. How can I manifest things at multiple times instead of robotically from for each one? You just make a list. You make a list and you tell yourself you have all these things. Everything that I want, I have. I have everything that I want. I have everything that I desire. Everything on my list manifested. It was so easy for me to manifest these things. You can look at the list occasionally if you need to. You can read it every morning. You can, when you get up, you can read it before bed, during the day, whatever. If you start, noticing that your thoughts are like, but how do you know everything that you're manifesting on the list? How are you gonna know? That's not a question and it's irrelevant. But to calm that little thought, you just go and read the list again. But that's all you have to do. And then I did tell somebody earlier in the live, you could just write an affirmation for each thing that it is that you desire. So when you think of those specific things, you could just take a moment to affirm for that. And that's it. And just tell yourself how fast everything manifested, especially if you are wanting your things at a faster rate. It was so easy and fast. It was easy and fast, but you just have to stick to it. That's the more important part here. You don't want to start something and then stop because you feel like it's not working. You don't do that. You don't do that. Manifestation bestie, what's up, girl? I like your name. I like that. Where am I? How do I develop a consistent manifestation routine and remember my manifestations? I find it hard to find a stick to routine that works for me. So, Tiff, honestly, one of my favorite routines that I give people that is super easy to stick to is find an amount of time that you can do in the morning when you wake up. Find a little bit of time in the middle of your day and find a little bit of time at the end of your day. Maybe on your way to sleep, Like those 3 times, I feel like everybody can find a little bit of time in their day in those 3 points because it's not about the routine to manifest your desire. The routine is just getting you disciplined to think as the person who has it. That is it. It's just getting you consistent in thinking the same thought. I'm actually going to have a workshop January 1st. I just need to start on it. Like, I'm 2 weeks away from the end of December, but I'm going to have a workshop for January 1st that is going to be focused on consistency and discipline because I feel like those are the two that are very, very important when you are just wanting to focus to manifest your desires. If you're a person who realizes I said I have this thing and it didn't show up, it didn't happen instantly, then what? What am I supposed to do? You be consistent and you keep thinking. You keep telling yourself you have it. You keep persisting. So when that's hard, I'm gonna have a whole thing for it, okay? But it's create yourself a routine. Morning, in the middle of the day, in the evening time. If that works for you. And any time outside of there, you can affirm. So you're taking a shower at some point in time, you're brushing your teeth, you are cooking, you are washing the dishes, you're doing laundry, you are walking to the mailbox, you are doing something, right? You're doing something. Those can all be affirmation sessions too. Because again, it's not how much you affirm and how often you affirm, it is making sure that the thought is consistent in I have this thing. And it's just being mindful throughout your day. Being mindful when you are about to tell yourself, I don't have it. It's so hard to manifest. I've been trying and I just can't stick to it. Like we all have busy lives and stuff to do throughout the day. Like I have days where I don't affirm at all because my attention is so focused on so much stuff in my reality. I have to do this thing, that thing, this, go here, do that, you know? So then on my way to sleep at night, I'm just gonna go ahead and focus on the affirmation as I fall asleep. And that's okay. It is okay. You're never doing anything wrong. You're never messing up anything. You just want to be sure that you are always in alignment with the desire. How long did it take once you put the law to work? Did you see significant changes in myself? Like for myself, I have seen it's been a little journey for me because I used to be a terrible thinker. I used to think so horribly, so negatively, and I had other, the law of attraction and all that stuff. So it was a whole little pit of stuff that I believed that I needed to work on to get out of all of those things. So now where I'm at, there are still things in my reality that I've had really terrible mindset around my entire life. So I've given myself grace and told myself it's okay to have a process for this. I am okay with working on these things, because these things have been the two things that have caused the most stress in my life. So I'm okay with seeing them play out. But other things, Marla, is so easy. There are things that are just so easy to do for me. And then I have my two things that I definitely can see changes with for sure. But where I am now and where I was 2 years ago, where I was 2 years before that, totally different. Totally different. I'm excited to do a coaching call. Howdy, we gonna do a call, girl? Blah, I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And you know what? It's because I don't be affirming for my channel. That's all it is. It be when I affirmed, I saw everything change. I know, like, I have a natural belief that my stuff grows, however. But I know when I decide that I, want to affirm for my channel, I know that's when it's gonna do what it needs to do. I just don't affirm for my channel. How to get rid of arthritis, chronic pain. You tell yourself you no longer have it. You never had arthritis. You never had arthritis. If there's a lotion that you put on, even if it's a Bath and Body Works lotion, this healed my arthritis. This lotion healed my arthritis. My arthritis is healed. Drinking water healed my arthritis. Drinking tea healed my arthritis. If you go to the doctor for it, right? Visualize the doctor telling you, you know what, you don't even have it no more. Like, amazing recovery. So right now you're identifying as the version of you who has arthritis and who has chronic pain. Identify as the version who doesn't have chronic pain. I don't have pain because I don't have arthritis. I never had arthritis. And when that pain happens, affirm that you don't have it. Because that's the moments that's probably the most triggering, is when you're actually feeling the pain. So when you feel the pain, affirm. I don't have any arthritis pain. I don't have no chronic pain because I don't have arthritis. I don't have it anymore. What if I manifested a few times, but I about to say, y'all put a whole bunch of comments. What if I have manifested a few times but haven't worked? But I only affirmed like once I kept my new story for a while and couldn't see results. How can I make sure I'm doing it right this time? Well, you're always doing it right, but let me see. I need to make sure I understand. I have manifested a few times, but so you were basically manifesting something, but then you didn't see it in your reality, right? You only affirmed once for it. Okay, so that's the example that I'm constantly giving. If you decide something one time, it's true. If it does not show up in your physical reality, then you keep deciding that it's your truth. So I do believe that, yes, if I say, especially if it's something that I may believe I have resistance to, maybe I've had horrible previous experiences about this thing, maybe I just don't have no evidence of this being true in my reality, yes, I do believe you need to keep affirming. I do believe you need to affirm more. And I'm not saying affirm all day from start to finish, but just affirm a little bit more than what you've been doing, because you want to keep something in your awareness. The same way you can see repeating numbers and be like, oh my God, these repeating numbers are following me. I'm seeing these repeating numbers all day. You're making it real for yourself, right? You're telling yourself that these repeating numbers are following you. You're constantly affirming, I always see repeating numbers. So whatever it is that you're manifesting or desiring to experience, then tell yourself more so throughout the day, I have this thing, I manifested this thing, like, this is my truth, whatever it is that you're manifesting, state that you have it a little bit more often throughout your day. And I do feel like there is like I don't know the word that I want to put on that, but it's like once you do that and then you see the proof in your reality, it's like you level up. So then you don't have to affirm, you know what I'm saying, as much for something, because you've also boosted your confidence that, oh, I can manifest whatever I want just by thinking about it. I can manifest what I want just by affirming. So you believe it. You know what I'm saying? Once you see it. I intend that makes sense. Let me know if that makes sense. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you. So if you need something by a specific date, tell yourself that you got it by that date. Tell yourself that you got it by that date, and you have to stick to it. Now, when you are wanting to manifest something like that's considered a time crunch manifestation, you can absolutely do it. You got what you wanted by that day. You got what you wanted by that day, period. So if it's money, if you needed $500 by Friday, I got $500 by Friday. I got $500 by Friday. Like, I got $500 on Friday. And keep telling yourself that. Like, keep telling yourself that. Whenever that's the only way that I manifest things by a specific date when I need it by a specific date. I just keep telling myself I am going to get it by this date, or I got it by this date, and I get it by that date. Or a couple of days later, okay? But the couple of days later, those happen when I didn't have I always get exactly what I want when I want it. So add that affirmation in with whatever it is that you're affirming for, that you want. I always just tell you, I always get exactly what I want when I want it. I manifested by Friday, by this weekend. And keep being consistent. Consistency is key, okay? Consistency is key. Was it hard for you to not look in the mirror when you manifest currency, manifesting thicker hair and hair growth on edges? No, it wasn't hard, blah, after I realized what I had been doing. So it was hard to look in the mirror when I didn't realize I'm the one creating what I'm seeing in the mirror. So when I understood I'm the reason why my skin looks this way, I'm the reason why I still have something to work on, it was easy to look in the mirror because I'm like, you know what? Nope, I got perfect skin. My skin is so perfect. My skin is so perfect. I have perfect glass skin. And that's all I tell myself. Anytime I look in the mirror, my skin is so perfect. My skin is perfect. Man, my skin is so perfect. And I would even just try to limit, the time in the mirror. But there's mirrors everywhere. So you just affirm every time you look at the mirror that you have what you want. And when it comes to edges, you could look in the mirror and be like, oh my God, look at these edges. Like, oh, I got so much edges. My edges is growing back so fast. If you're using the oil, this oil is working so fast for my edges. Like, my hair done got super thick from using this stuff. And you just talk to yourself like that. What's up, Lacey? How you doing? So I feel like dreams are you experiencing a reality. Your consciousness is experiencing a reality. So if you experience something in a dream, it just happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, this reality, it's a dream world. I really feel like this reality is a dream world. And when you go to sleep, it's the same thing. It's a dream world. So you're just experiencing a reality. You're experiencing your desire. And especially when you go to sleep, you dream, and it's in alignment with things that you're affirming for, understand that that's literally just another way to prove that your physical experience is about to happen. And your name is Hey Girly. I love that. So honestly, you can affirm, but sometimes, and this is just me, okay? This is just my own personal opinion. With skin, sometimes using products and the placebo effect can help. So you could go and get a chemical peel and be like, this chemical peel got rid of my cystic acne scarring. This chemical peel got rid of my scarring. Like, it is so amazing how it got rid of my scarring. I have super smooth skin now. My skin is so smooth from getting chemical peels. And it's not the chemical peel that is powerful. It's you that's giving the power to the chemical peel. So it's taking pressure off of you, because now you're basically just stating, I can go get this chemical peel and now my skin can be perfect. You know? Because I did do that too. But this was before I just solely affirmed for my skin. I would get chemical peels and I'd be like, well, the chemical peels help to clear my skin. They help to clear my skin. But where I was going wrong is after I would get the chemical peel, then I'll be like, oh, but it's still something for me to work on. It's still something for me to work on. And then that's where I was experiencing the issues. So You can do it. Bambi, absolutely. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. That other person does not exist. It doesn't matter. They want you. They realize they only want you. That person only wants you. Your SP only wants you. They change their mind. They only want you. They don't want that person. Like what? Nothing has power in your reality unless you give it to it. So that is just a assumption that you had and a belief that you may have had. Um, no, they don't want the person. But my advice to you is don't give your power to that third person. Don't focus on that third person. Don't look for that third person. Don't be like, oh my gosh, they said they wanted that person. Now I see them with them and da da da. No, that's not what you do. That's not what you do. You only focus on you and your SP. Your SP only wants you. Your SP only wants you. They realize that you're the only person for them. You are the perfect person for them. You're the only one that they want because they're only reflecting back your assumptions anyway. You are so welcome, girly. Thank you. You have a blessed day too, honey. I grew up with asthma and it was taking away my quality of life. And then when I decided to stop my asthma medication, I don't know when or how I got healed. It's been, I'm assuming, a year since I used medicine. I love that, Neo. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you. And it's so interesting because I was just talking about asthma last night, but yes, I love that. And sometimes, you just, that is like like a reality shift kind of thing that you probably weren't even affirming for. You know what I'm saying? Like I was allergic to crawfish, and then my 31st birthday, I was just like, F it, I'm gonna try some today. Like I just wanted to try some. Like you just decided you was gonna stop using your inhaler, taking your medication, and then you realize I don't have these issues no more. Like life can be so easy. Life can be so easy. What if you manifested something on a time crunch and it didn't come on that day? You tell yourself you still got it. You keep telling yourself that you got it because if you don't have a belief that you get exactly what you want when you want it, okay, there's a possibility that it could come the next day or the day after that, but you're still gonna get it. You don't discredit yourself. You don't take yourself out of the competition, out of the race. You know what I'm saying? You don't disqualify yourself by saying, "Oh my God, I didn't get it by this day, so now I don't get. Now I'm not gonna never have this thing." No, you just tell yourself that you have it. Tell yourself that you have it. You get what you want. It doesn't matter if you feel worried, stressed, tense, whatever. The feelings don't manifest. The thoughts do. The thoughts do. Okay. So even if you get stressed, don't worry about it. Let's see. This is graduation tomorrow that I've been manifesting going to. Graduation reminds because this year is my year. I was graduating but didn't, so I had another chance of this is tomorrow and I haven't seen any signs of it. Didn't even prepare, but I want to know if I still have a chance of them telling me I'm on the list to attend. Because you're on the list. You're graduating. They put you on the list and you're graduating. Like anything can happen in any second, overnight. Like you're never disqualified. You only disqualify yourself. So if the graduation is, when did you say? Tonight? Tomorrow? Tomorrow. Tell yourself that you're on that list. You're on that list. They called you and told you that you're on that list. They literally called you and told you that you're on that list. Somebody was worried about their car, and I was like, don't worry about it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it this week. And they got a call. This like within minutes of me saying that the car is ready. You just don't discredit yourself. You just assume you have it now. Assume you're on the list now. You're already on the list. You're graduating. You know what I'm saying? Like, step into that. You have to step into that. Enjoyed your live. Appreciate you and all the knowledge you're giving to us. I'm off to bed. Bree, where do you live, honey? Off the bed? Good night. Good night. I appreciate you hanging out. Thank you so much. What's up, Pee Wee? Sweet dreams. You gave me courage to manifest getting out of no contact for my SP on Saturday. Like I'm dead set on it right now. Period. Period, Casey. Like if y'all wanna know something, I purposely go with a no contact. I told this to my group coaching because I do lives every week for in my group coaching tier. And I told them, I said, I will purposely go into no contact because I know it's not going to be there long. But I do it on purpose so you can come out of no contact, period. Like easily. Easily, okay? Easily. Your SP is always blowing up your phone, okay? They want to talk to you all day, every day. They can't go a second without talking to you because they're obsessed with you. Your story about my SP is kind of funny because he went away to study one semester in another country, and ironically, one day I thought, even if I've confessed to him, what if now he finds another girl and boom, it happened? See? And you see how fast that happened and how effortlessly that happened? Because you had faith in the unseen of what if, and this what if wasn't in your favor. So you could do the same thing, but the what if can be in your favor. Hold on, y'all, I'm gonna grab my package. Okay. Lacey, you're so welcome. Love how you simplify. Love how simple you make manifesting other people complicated way too much. I hate complications. I like things to be as easy as possible, as simple as possible. So I appreciate you. I like everything to be easy. I don't want nothing hard. I don't want nothing to be difficult. Mm-mm. I don't want to struggle because you're not meant to struggle. You don't have to struggle. You know? You don't have to struggle. Sally, what's up? What's up, Sally? With revision, how would we know if it's now in the reality? If we shouldn't check the 3D, there are a few things that I would like to revise. Like change my high school yearbook photo. You know what? And grade so I can get my other diploma. I never thought about revising my high school picture. Ooh, cause if y'all see my high school yearbook photo, you'd be like, that is not you. It does not look like me at all. Okay, that besides the point, cause I got a little distracted. Okay, so you just you when you revise something, you just see it a different way. So visualization could really work with that. If you want a different picture, visualize how you want your picture to be, and keep visualizing how your picture was. Or tell yourself, I got the best yearbook picture. My yearbook picture is so cute. Like everybody is wowed and amazed by my yearbook picture. And then what happens is something is gonna come up where you end up looking at your yearbook picture and you're gonna see that it was different. Somebody just revised their documents. They wanted to change their name. They wanted to change their name on their birth certificate, and then something happened where they ended up having to look at their birth certificate, and then they realized that their name was changed on there. So now their name has basically been what they were desiring their name to be. You can change anything. It just seems hard because you are telling yourself that it's hard, you're believing that it's hard, you're believing that it's not a possibility for you. But just tell yourself, revise. Whenever you are revising, what did you say? Grade so I get my other diploma. Revise so you think that you didn't get your diploma. So revise and tell yourself I actually got my diploma. I had got my diploma in whatever year that it was. You know what I'm saying? For whatever specifics, whatever major, whatever. You already got the diploma. You already got it. And telling yourself you already have it then puts you in the reality where you have it. Make sense? For a few months, but I haven't seen any changes in 3D. How do I stay motivated despite not seeing results for a long time? Serrera. I know I'm jacking that up. Serrera. Okay, you know who I'm talking to, but I hate that I'm messing up your name because I really wanted to get it right because I like the way that it's spelled. Honestly, stay motivated by telling yourself the story. It almost goes into delusion, okay? But you just have to convince yourself. And you convince yourself by, and especially with you trying to manifest, you said, I'm trying to manifest someone for a few months. So, first of all, shift out of that perspective of I'm trying to manifest. You're not trying to manifest anything. You manifested this person. So now this person is obsessed with you, they want to be in a relationship with you, if that's what you meant, whatever it is that you manifested from this person, you're not trying to manifest it, you manifested it, you have it. So now you are the person who has it. So how do you talk to yourself? You have it now. So what do you tell yourself? You're not trying to manifest anything. Don't tell yourself you're trying to manifest it, because then you're creating the reality where it seems like you're trying to manifest, and you create experiences that prove you are still trying to manifest it. So you're not trying. You manifested it. You have it. Okay. And then one of my favorite ways to stay motivated, one of my favorite ways, and some of y'all probably already know the answer, meditation. Because when you meditate, you experience it in your imagination, but it is still a real experience, because your imagination is the real reality. Your imagination is the real world. What you can see in your mind, you can hold in your hand, you can experience in your reality. So if it's a certain interaction that you want with the person, go into meditation and visualize. Okay. And when I say go into meditation, you're really just sitting down somewhere quiet with music playing if you need it, but closing your eyes and seeing your interaction with that person, whether it's an SP or something with another person, whatever. See it in your mind, experience it there, and keep doing it, because then it becomes real. You feel connected to it, you feel the feelings, even though you don't have to, but that can make it easier for you to be motivated, to be like, you know what, this is really true for me. This is really true for me. It's just staying motivated is really just finding different ways that feel good to convince yourself that this is your truth. And whatever that is for you. Some people, it may be drawing, it may be coloring. You know what I'm saying? You can go on ChatGPT and type in everything about the situation, type in your affirmations, and tell ChatGPT to write out the story for you. Then you can use the text to speech thing, you know, option on the phone, and let it read out the story to you. So now it's like listening to your story through somebody else. Whatever you choose to stay motivated is just whatever brings you happiness, whatever makes you feel good about it. You know, I should revise my ID picture. I'm gonna show y'all mine, just because it's right here. Y'all, look at my ID picture. Y'all see that? Look at this picture. Who is this person? And why is my eyebrow to the sky? Why? Why is the eyebrow to the sky? When I tell y'all, every time I show somebody my ID, they look at the ID, they look at me, they look at the ID, they look at me. I'm like, it's me, okay? Just let me be. Let me be. But that's not bad either, because when I turned 30, I had to go get a different picture, and it was during COVID. And when I went, they were like, oh, we don't have no appointments available. You gotta come back at 6:30 in the morning. I'm not a morning person by choice. I'm not going nowhere at 6:30 to try to take a picture. So we gonna keep this picture I took, and I think I was like 23 on this picture. We gonna keep it, cause it's been a while, but I still think about it from time to time. Yeah, Sally, just tell yourself you got the best yearbook picture. Like if it's your senior year picture, I had the best senior yearbook picture. Like I had the best yearbook picture. My yearbook picture is so cute. Like I looked so good in my yearbook picture. You know what I'm saying? And that changes it. What keeps it real? Like for me, I keep telling myself my picture ugly. I do not like my yearbook picture. That keeps it real. That keeps my reality has to show me what I believe. My reality has to show me what I assume, what I persist in. So when you change and you say, "Oh, I had the most amazing yearbook picture," my yearbook picture is the best out of everybody's. Then when you go back and look at it, it's the best out of everybody's. My ideas. I love that, Howden. I love that. Not you. Yours is perfect. I love that. And I gotta go back and see. Just got my SP back from being delusional. Thanks to you. Ah, period. Yes. SKBD69. Period. You just have to, it can seem delusional, okay? But you just gotta do it, and you gotta accept it. You accept it, because that's how you experience your reality. You were still being delusional, right? Because you never have physical evidence of stuff. You usually don't have physical evidence of stuff, and you're being delusional that things aren't gonna go your way. Oh my God, this is just not gonna work out for me. It's just not gonna go good. This is just gonna go bad, and this isn't gonna happen for me, and it's not gonna work. You're being delusional because you don't have physical proof of it, right? You don't have a yes or a no. You don't have nothing validating it in your reality, but you're being delusional in not having it. So why can't you just be delusional in having it? It's the same exact thing. You're doing the same exact thing you've always done. You're just doing it where it works in your favor. Just the psychology behind human behavior and the human mind is when it's in your favor, we create restrictions, we create limitations, we create barriers because it shouldn't be that easy for us. It shouldn't be that simple for us. We should have to work really hard because how could it be that easy? No, baby, it's that easy. It's that easy. You just think as the person who has it. And you keep thinking as the person who has it. How did I had seen your comment about the BBL? I was like, I need to go see what they said. Let me go see. But shout out to you, period. Everybody who has an SP, you got your SP, okay? Y'all are in the best relationship. Okay, that's cute. True Jen, I like this. My birthday is Christmas Eve and I want him to do something special, something really special for me. Any specific affirmation do you think that would help? Anything that implies that he did something really special for you. So you could just say that. My man did something so special for me for my birthday, right? You said for your birthday? On Christmas Eve, my man did something so special for me. My man outdid himself this year for my birthday. Ooh, ooh. My man outdid himself for my birthday. I like that one. You let me know if you like that one, because I like that one. He starts saying, we know I'm the only one he's drinking. Period. You're the only one that he wants. You're the only one that he wants. There's nobody else. There's nobody else that equals you. There's nobody else that's as valuable as you. This is actually getting me so hyped. Best Christmas gift I could give myself, period. Like, you got this, babes. You got this. You can have whatever you want. I said this last night on my group coaching line. If y'all heard that T.I. song, you can have whatever you like, period. That is your theme song, okay, for your life. That is your theme song. You can have whatever you like. You can have whatever. All you gotta do is decide that it's yours. And then once you decide that it's yours, you keep thinking as the person who has it. Let us know, Queen, how to manifest our person before Christmas. I spent the holidays with my person. I spent the holidays with my person. My person wanted to be with me on Christmas. My person asked me what my plans were for Christmas. My person only wanted to be with me for Christmas. They didn't want to spend Christmas with nobody else. Decide that. And then you get a text message on the end like, what's your plans for Christmas? What you doing for Christmas? My person only wants to be with me. So whatever your SP's name is, SP only wants to be with me for Christmas. They wouldn't want to spend Christmas nowhere else. They don't want to spend Christmas nowhere else, just with me. Because imagine yourself telling your friend that your SP only wanted to spend Christmas with you, right? And you're spending Christmas with your SP. What are you telling your friend? Because that's your truth, right? That's what's happening. So what are you telling your friend? Girl, my SP only wanted to spend Christmas with me. Like, he was so adamant about it. He didn't want to spend Christmas with nobody, not even his family. Then that's what you need to be saying. Height decrease. You've always been whatever height that it is that you want to be, okay? You've always been. So if you desire to be 5 foot, I've always been 5 foot. I've always been 5 foot. Like, I've always been 5 foot. I've always been 5 foot. I really think I did that with my foot size because as a kid, my parents would, my aunt, she would always buy me a size 8 shoe. She would always buy me a size 8 shoe. You're 8, you're 8, you're 8.5, you're 8.5. And I would always be like, no, it's smaller. My foot's smaller than that. My foot's smaller than that. And I just bought a 7 one day. I always bought 8s, 8.5s. And then I bought a 7 one day and the 7 fit perfectly. So now I only buy 7s. But all you have to do is affirm that you are a certain height. You've always been 5 foot or whatever height that you want. How do you actually change your self-concept? Because I see videos about this, but they really Never really explained how to do so. You know what's funny? I'm posting a self-concept video after I get off this live. Like, it's done. I just gotta post it. But you change your self-concept by changing how you view yourself. You change how you view yourself, okay? That's how you manifest anything. Even the things that you are manifesting in your reality, in my opinion, is based off of what you believe about yourself, what version of you are assuming. So with your self-concept, okay, something great is I always get exactly what I want. That is self-concept, because when you tell yourself I always get exactly what I want, you are now assuming the state of being that says I always get exactly what I want. So now your reality has to reflect that. Excuse me, not even pertaining to specific things that you're affirming for, just in its entirety, your reality has to show you that you always get exactly what you want. So then you have formed this self-concept about yourself. So when you get ready to go manifest your SP, it's easy as hell, because you are literally existing as the version of you who always gets exactly what they want. So when you go manifest your SP, it's gonna be so easy. You're like, it's so easy for me to get this person. I always get exactly what I want. And then it manifests a lot faster, in my opinion, because you believe that you get what you want. Let me know if that makes sense. But it's not a hard thing to do self-concept. You just change how you view yourself. If you think that things are hard for you or you're incapable, that's just what you're believing about yourself. And you've told those things to yourself in some way. And that's your belief. So you just tell yourself a different story. Yep, look, Howden, I didn't even see your I didn't even see your comment. I just saw your comment. Period. You just be your own cheerleader. I love that. Daniela, I'm well. How are you doing? Sally, what I tell you? Listen, what I tell you about that word trying? We aren't trying to do anything. If you are 5'4", then you are 5'4". The thing is, when it comes to appearance, you believe that you look this way. So that's why you look the way that you do. You believe that you look the way that you do. You believe that you're the height that you are. So when you tell yourself that you're a different height and you keep affirming that you're a different height, then you see it, you believe it, and now you're existing as the person who is 5'4". You know? You said what time am I right now? And it's so funny. You probably wrote that when it was 4:44, but it's 4:45 right now. I had looked up and it was 4:44. You are so welcome, Reed. You are very, very welcome. Kels, my SP finally confessed he's seeing someone else. I have been affirming for us to be back together and he's mad. I don't want to talk to him anymore. What should I do? I'm so heartbroken. Well, first of all, don't be heartbroken, baby, because this is what I love to do. Okay. So when it's an SP, right? And they are not showing up in your reality how you want them to show up. And you just told him, you don't want to talk to him anymore. So that's actually perfect, because you're detaching from the version of him that you do not want. You may have had a previous experience somewhere where your SPs don't show up how you want them to show up. They maybe are dishonest with you. Maybe you feel like you come second. Like there's something, right, that caused this reflection in your reality. It's okay. Don't worry about it. But you are separating yourself from the version of him that you do not want. And I love doing this, okay? Because now, without them in your reality being this other version, you can assume the version of them that you want. So I would definitely say use a self-concept affirmation like I am always the priority. You know, I am there's one that I like. I gotta figure it out again. But I'm always the priority. I'm always the priority, right? I'm always the priority. Tell yourself that and then continue to do your affirmations, right? Don't stop doing your affirmations for your SP. You need to think as the person like, that's my man now. That's my man. That's my man. We're in the best relationship. Our relationship is the best it's ever been. Like, our relationship is going so good right now. There's no place in the world he'd rather be than with me. Like, he only loves me. I'm the perfect person for him. He thinks that we are soulmates. He thinks I am so perfect for him. And you persist in that. And now, excuse me, you can persist in that without seeing all this other stuff in your reality. You know what I'm saying? Don't go look, don't go search. You just tell yourself and keep telling yourself that. Irresistible, that's the word. I am irresistible and always the priority. I love that one, okay? Just haven't said it in a long time, but I love that one. I'm irresistible and always the priority, okay? That is a whole implication in itself because then you assume that state of being and now you're irresistible. So the other person is irrelevant. They don't matter. They don't matter. But you stay true to what it is that you desire. And guess what? That person is going to come back as the version that you desire and not as this version that you do not want. Okay. Well, Kels, you have to detach from those thoughts. Okay. Do not identify with those thoughts. Don't identify with those thoughts. You're going to tell yourself, I am perfectly fine. I am fine because I'm the creator of my reality. I create my reality. I say what goes. I can have whatever I want. So you got to persist in that. And those feelings will go away. Those feelings are from thoughts. Whatever you've been thinking, your feelings are manifested from your thoughts. So persisting in a new thought will give you new feelings, okay? But you just give yourself grace, give yourself patience, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna, like, I was in a traumatic state once, and I'm not gonna say how long it took me, but you know, it wasn't an overnight thing for me. And I understood that. I wasn't mad about it. I just knew, I had to persist. And that's what I did. So persist, okay? Talk to yourself more often. The moment you feel your feelings getting out of whack, your thoughts getting out of whack, persist. Tell yourself the new story. Go turn on a love movie that ends out so beautifully and affirm this is my relationship. My man feels this way about me. This is our story. Again, ChatGPT will write a story about how he comes back to get you because he only wants to be with you. Put it in ChatGPT and let ChatGPT write the story out for you. Listen to love songs, anything that puts you in the state of being, of feeling good, happy, whole. Having a relationship is just keeping yourself saturated so it keeps you in that state of being. Because when you can stay in that state of being and not contradicted, that's how you get your manifestation, your desire physically. Sorry, y'all. Kitty, what's up, girl? Hey, Kitty. Jazzy, you go ahead and stop the contact because, again, I love the no contact thing. Like, I might be crazy. I love the no contact thing because then you can affirm for them how you want them to be. And you use thought transmission. He don't mean that. He's miserable without you. He can't stop thinking about you. You're the only one on his mind. He only wants to be with you. Period. Period. Because what you decide on is what is the truth. They words ain't valid unless you give them the validation. Not you have more life to live than you've lived. I appreciate you, Rose. Thank you. I had a fight with my best friend because she made me pick and choose between two friend groups, her and I guess her beliefs, but I didn't want to pick and choose because I wanted to be friends with both of them. Did I make the right choice? Stop being friends because I want to be friends with both of them. You're always making the right decision. Whatever you think is right for you is right for you. And if you want to be friends with everybody, you can be friends with everybody. And if your friend who told you not to be friends with anybody isn't talking to you, then all you have to do is say, she got over it. She's okay. She's okay with me being friends with everybody. She's actually cool with them too. Because it's all just versions of people that you're assuming. I thought a friend of mine was mad at me. Didn't talk to them for months because I thought they were mad at me. What, they weren't watching my stories on Instagram, nothing. Because I assumed the version of them, they were reflecting back in my reality as if they were mad at me. And then I realized I'm creating this. So I said, you know what? They miss me and they want to meet up for dinner. They miss me and they want to meet up for dinner. They started watching my stories again. Then they reached out to me. Hey, friend, I miss you. Haven't seen you in so long. Like, let's do dinner soon. Literally, what I said. So I went from assuming that they were mad at me and that's how they showed up in my reality to assuming that that they missed me and wanted to hang out with me, and then that's how they reflected. When my feelings get too much in the middle of me trying to persist in a new situation that I desire, robotic affirmation could help me. Yes. Yes, robotic affirmation, or in my opinion, meditating and visualizing. They both work. It's just something that makes you be present. It's something that makes you be present and makes you focus on your desire, makes you focus on having your desire. One second, y'all. I gotta see what my client ended up saying. This is so annoying. Sorry, y'all. What are your thoughts on listening to your own affirmations on loop over robotic affirming? Okay, you said my own thoughts. So, I feel like it's not a bad thing. I feel like it's good and it's beneficial because listening to your own affirmations, playing in your ear or whatever, that's still a technique. It's still a form of saturation, but I do feel like you should still use your mental capacity to also affirm. So letting them play while you're asleep, perfect. Letting them play during the day, perfect. Because when you are having to be present, it's still playing in your mind, right? But whenever you are not present anymore and you start to think, you're starting to think along with the affirmation tape. But in my own personal opinion, I do feel like it still needs to be thoughts that you're having, if that makes sense, like your own thinking instead of listening. You still have to think. It's cool to listen and it does still saturate, impress, but I feel like it's better to think. Hey, Kitty, I was talking about dreams earlier in this live, and I said dreams are you experiencing your consciousness in another reality. So technically, that happened. You know what I'm saying? So technically, he out here talking to his friends about you in a good way. In a good way, in a positive way. Okay. I just say it over and over and all day. Yeah. Like, whatever works for you, because there's no right or wrong way. We think that there's a right or wrong way because now we are aware that we can manifest things. But before you were aware that you created your entire experience, what were you doing? You were thinking all day anyway, and you were thinking all day about the stuff that you didn't want. And that's all you were doing. You weren't setting out specific times or none of that. You were just thinking. That's it. So that's all we're doing here is thinking. Thinking in your favor and making sure your thoughts are consistent with having what you want. Because one thing I used to be real bad about is I just know they're lying to me. I just know they're lying to me. They're probably out here doing X, Y, and Z. Like, I know they're doing this and that. Didn't know a damn thing, okay? Didn't have no evidence. But that's what I was persisting in my mind. And that's me persisting as if it's happening right now, right? That's creating. That is creating your experience. And then your physical reality shows you that you're right. But you're always going to be right. You're never you're never lying. You're always telling the truth. So what are you deciding is your truth? Because you're never lying about anything. Lexus, what's up, girl? How you doing? How you doing? I'm not gonna lie, I'm probably finna slide in a minute. I think meditation is going to be my best route to affirm and get relaxed for a good few hours and shut out the world. Yes, I love meditation, okay? I love meditation. And if y'all seen some of my videos, you know I say smoke and meditate. Hey, it's an experience, okay? It's an experience. I appreciate you, Kels. I really appreciate it. I want to do these. I want to do the lives publicly once a month. I want to attempt to do them once a month because I do them once a week in my group coaching tier. So we be here every week kicking it. I have to work on the negative self-talk. Even he tells me I assume too much. Yeah, change how you talk to yourself. And I really feel like I said that in the video that I'm about to post. Like, you just change how you talk to yourself. Because when you change how you talk to yourself, you change how you view about yourself, you change how you feel about yourself, you change what you believe about yourself. Over assuming, worrying yourself about stuff, you don't gotta do all that. Hold on, y'all. Makes sense why meditation would help manifestation happen a lot quicker. My theory on meditation is imagine something, right? Like they used to use the example of a lemon, because I always say imagine there's a table full of food that you love in front of you, but you could imagine a lemon and your mouth may start watering or something because the lemons are sour. It's your mind making your body think that this is a real experience for you. So when you go into meditation and you visualize things, your mind believes that this is a real experience because your mind doesn't know the difference between physical reality and not. Your mind just thinks this is the experience. This reality is just a projection of what is in the imagination. It's just a projection. It's a projector. Okay? Like the film is here and then it's projected out here. The film can be in the form of words, the film can be in the form of visualizations, the film can be in the form of words being spoken. But it all happens here and then it's projected out into the reality. Keo, yes, I do listen to High Frequency Guru subliminals while I meditate. Yes, I do. I saw a video that said not to say your SP wants to talk to you because then they might not do it. But that's the affirmation I feel least resistance to. How should I get rid of that limiting belief? Kitty, I don't know why you keep watching these people. Stop watching these videos because they are nothing but limitations. They are limiting. Stop watching them, okay? I love you so much. Please stop watching them. Let me see. Say your SP wants to talk to you because then they might not. I say the opposite all the time. Like, what? And then that's what I get. No, if you accept that as your belief, then that is what you would get. Okay? But that's the affirmation I feel least resistance to. So, because I'm trying to figure out how you have least resistance to that. If I want to talk to my person, they want to talk to me even more. Okay? Maybe tell yourself that. You know how you tell yourself, whoever I want wants me more. Whoever I want to talk to wants to talk to me more. Like they want to talk to me all day long. You just gotta flip it, you know? Yes, Micah, you are definitely. Look, you talking about to shoot you already did it. Period. You already did it. It wouldn't be waiting if I just meditated, be in my imagination more than I'm in my 3D, would it? No, because you are still assuming the version who has it. You are still persisting as the version who has it. So even when you're in meditation, you're basically still stating that you have this thing. You're not stating it with words, you're stating it with visualization, but it's still understood by the subconscious as this is my experience. So this is what you get in your 3D, you know? So, Bammy, when I meditate, meditation actually brings me feelings. So, when I'm affirming, I usually don't feel feelings, I don't feel anything. But when I go into meditation and I affirm and I play my music and I'm zoned out and vibing, I feel the feelings. I feel like those things are real. So, now, I will say if you are triggered by something in your reality and you go into meditation and you are going into meditation thinking of it as how you desire it to be, then yes, you're detaching from the feelings from your circumstances in the 3D reality and you are attaching yourself to the feelings of actually having what you want because you're experiencing it internally and it feels real to you. So that when you come out of that, the external circumstance doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't seem real. It holds no weight. And especially the more you continue to do the more you continue to do the meditation, the less the circumstances in your reality, hold weight, and you're completely detached from that. Got it. So I'm going to be meditating a lot more than just living my 3D. I can't visualize, so just affirm, yeah. And anything works for you, right? Like, you don't have to meditate to manifest, but I enjoy meditation because it feels good. I like it. It's a great experience, and I really do believe that it can help you if you are experiencing, moments of just uncertainty or what is the word, overstimulation in your reality. Yeah, it's better to just go into meditation. Like, there, if I am overstimulated about something and I go meditate, I'm no longer overstimulated. I'm okay. I am totally okay. So definitely, I love how lightweighted you feel when I do it. Yes, you see, it's such a great experience. I watched it so long ago, like over a year ago, and now it still pops up in my head. Okay, so when it pops up in your head, you just be like, they were wrong. They were wrong. Like, that's what I would do, Kitty. I'm not even kidding. Like, anytime they pop up, I'll be like, they're wrong. They are wrong. Like, they're wrong. They were not even right. They are limited. That is just a limitation. You know what I mean? What's up, Strike? Strike said, well, can I get your Instagram? Yeah, it is. I don't think it'll let me type. It's just my first and last name. If you type my name in on Instagram, I'm sure it'll pop up. You type in Terica and I should pop up. It's just my first and last name though. You are probably having a hard time believing that you can manifest weight loss because you have maybe formed a belief or an assumption or seen people struggle to lose weight. So you think that you have to work to lose weight. You think that it is difficult and hard and something you have to do. So because you've already stated and declared that I'm having a hard time believing I can manifest weight loss, then you tell yourself it's so easy to manifest weight loss. It's so easy. It was so easy for me to lose weight, right? And then by you telling yourself that, you are assuming the version of you who it's so easy for you to lose weight. It's so easy for you to lose weight, right? And then by you assuming that version, you experience the reality where it's so easy for you to lose weight. I've done that just in the opposite. I've always said it's so hard for me to gain weight. No physical evidence. I just always say it's so hard for me to gain weight. Excuse me. Not even knowing about meditate. I mean, not even knowing about manifestation and affirmations and stuff. And the same size I was in high school. 15. I think it was like 15 years ago. You know what, Miranda? I got you. We can do a meditation challenge. You want a 7-day meditation challenge or a 30-day? Because if you want a 7-day, we can start that next week. Period, Sally. Do you see, Kitty, do you see what she put? She said, Kitty, you are the moment, the star of your reality. Don't let them take that amazing mind of yours. Period, okay? Period. 7 days is good? Okay, bet. So let's do it on next week. Well, I'll start it next week for us. Asia, what you put 30 in exclamation marks for? Because I said I've been out of high school for 15 years. I'm 33. Finna be 34. Level 34. Period. Okay, we're gonna do a meditation challenge on, let me put that in my notes now, but we'll do a meditation challenge for next week, a 7-day meditation challenge. I love it because I love meditation. It is so great. But I be having to put everything in my notes, y'all. It helps me to stay organized. 7 day. Okay. Oh, meant the 30-day challenge. Hey. Sometimes people want 30. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people want 30-day challenges. Like, 30-day challenges, in my opinion, are really to get you consistent. It really gets you consistent with whatever it is that you want to do. Period, Alicia. Like coming up soon. When your birthday? Yeah, Howden, this challenge is not going to be for you, but you're already doing the 30-day self-concept challenge, so you're good. You don't got to do it. I want to manifest 1 million views on my video, but I keep getting 300 views. Should I keep saying I got 1 million views? Absolutely, Sonic. That's all you have to do is keep telling yourself, I got 1 million views. I always get 1 million views. I always get millions of views on everything that I post. Everything that I post gets 1 million views. Because if you go to somebody's page on social media and they have millions of views, what do you think they're telling themselves? What do you think they're going to say if you ask them, how many views do you be getting on your videos? They're going to say, I always get millions of views. Every video gets no less than 1 million views. That's what they're going to say. That is the version of them that they're assuming. So if you desire to be in that same situation, that's what you tell yourself. And you keep telling yourself that. And you keep telling yourself that no matter what. You always get millions of views. Then you're going to wake up one day and one may get 1,000 views. Okay, cool. You keep telling yourself you get 1 million views. Now something hits 50,000 views. You keep telling yourself you got 1 million views. And then your videos start hitting 1 million views consistently. You know? Excuse me. March 31st, you got a good birthday. I always manifest that the weather is warm because I'm a January baby. Because, ooh, who wants to be a winter baby? So I be manifesting that it's warm. Like I manifested 70-degree weather in the middle of January so I could wear this cute outfit with no jacket. Period. Let's do a walking challenge. You know what, Howden? You could do walking for the meditation challenge because walking is still a form of meditation in my opinion. Because if you're walking and it's relaxing you, especially with the view that you have, right? If walking is relaxing, it's still meditation. So I think you should do it. Ooh, you live in Arizona. I was on, okay, so when I used to live stream on Bigo, it was this guy on there and he had like blonde locks. And I was like, oh my gosh, your locks are so nice. And I said, did you dye them? He was like, nope, they got dyed by the sun. I'm in Arizona. It's so hot. There's like days where y'all can't go outside or something because the sun be melting the metal or whatever he was talking about. I said, dog, I didn't know it gets that hot out there. Okay. Marbella, hello. How are you? Everyone with opposing thoughts. I've been struggling with my age and wasting time as I self-sabotage pursuing my dreams after years of trauma. Let me see. So whatever it is that you want, Mariah, you can have. Age has nothing to do with it. You're never too late. Okay, you've never run out of time. There's no rules and no regulations. So whatever it is that you desire to do, you tell yourself that you are fully capable and you are that person now. Okay, opposing thoughts, overwhelming feelings, that is all coming from what you're thinking. Okay, the overwhelmingness is coming from the opposing thoughts. So when you continue to think as the person who can do, be, and have whatever they want, then those feelings and those opposing thoughts diminish and your feelings change because your thoughts have changed, your reality changes. So you can revise it if you would like, or you can just state that whatever it is that you want now, you can do now, you can have now, you can be it now. You are it now. That's been Australia this summer. I love it. We be having what's up, Poppy D DC? Hey, what's good? How are you? I feel like this my friend from TikTok. Hey, I ain't been on TikTok in a minute. Ooh wee. I was so consistent and then I just stopped. I've had to tell myself the sun loves me. I always feel good no matter what. Yeah. I can see that. See, I would be the person that is hiding from the sun because I have formed the assumption that I hate tanning and I don't look good when I get a tan. So I stay from outside. I stay indoors. I do not be in the sun because I don't like the way I look. Yes, I love it. Glad to see you, Poppy DC. Glad to see you over here. I intend that everything is going well for you too. I appreciate you, and I know you've been posting content. I'm gonna have to slide on the app now, check you out. I'm gonna have to go. But I know that you've been posting good stuff. I know you have. And you know what? I don't know if you do it on here, but whatever you post on there, you should post on here as a YouTube short. Just saying. Post it in 2 places. Why not? Before I sleep, I put on some music and visualize my desire, but those moments I don't know why, but I start to force myself to try to feel how it is to have my desire. Okay, so don't try to force yourself, Bammy. Don't try to force yourself, because I do the same thing. When I'm on my way to sleep, I'll put my what's up, King of Dreams? I'll put my earphones on or my headphones, and then I have my subliminal playing, and I'm basically just visualizing, affirming, whatever, as I fall asleep. But what happens is it'll just naturally come to you. Don't try to force the feelings and force yourself to feel, especially if it's a trigger, because you don't have to feel anything to manifest anything. Okay, you can manifest through thoughts. Yeah, there's people that can feel and manifest, but everybody, it works differently. You know what I'm saying? It works differently for everybody. Excuse me. So if you don't feel, don't force yourself to feel. Just see it and think it. And if you can't see it, then just think it. You know what I'm saying? It's going to manifest no matter what. Is the feeling just feeling calm, neutral, happy about something happening? Oh, see, and I was answering somebody else, Marlena. But yeah, you don't have to feel. You don't have to feel anything. You just see it, or you think it, you speak it, you know? Because, like, just a random example. My friend was talking about white Lexus trucks, and I told her, and this was late at night, I told her, I said, next time I leave my house, I'm going to see a white Lexus truck because of you. The very next morning, this is not even 12 hours between each other, I go, leave my house, I park my car, and I look across from me, and I took a picture of the car and I sent it to her. I said, is this the car you were talking about? I did not intentionally park in front of this car. I parked where I saw my parking spot was available, and it was the white Lexus truck. I didn't feel it. I didn't think about it. I just decided and told her, oh, I'm going to see a white Lexus truck because of you now. And that's what happened. So the illusion that you have to do all of this extra stuff to get what you want, it's just an illusion. It's just limitation. You don't got to do nothing but decide. And when you can decide it and not think against it, that's where you have mastered it. You know? And you can just tell yourself, all I got to do is decide. All I got to do is decide. All I gotta do is decide. How can I manifest wealth for my man? My man is so wealthy. My man is so wealthy. He has so much money. My man is rich. He is so rich. My man came into so much money. Like, he has so much money. You're manifesting the version of him that has lots of money. I'm gonna start on here soon. I need to rebrand and advise my plan for you too. Yes, okay. I'm gonna go check out your stuff on TikTok. I got you. And I'm here for the rebranding. I'm all for the rebranding, so no worries. Alicia, you know what's funny? I just opened up what did I open up? Oh, Facebook. So I opened up Facebook and there was a G-Wagon wrapped in rhinestones, and that's what I desire. So I saved it, and now here you are talking about G-Wagons. And if I wasn't on the phone that I have it saved on, I would show you the G-Wagon. Matter of fact, I think it's on Google. I'm about to show it to you because, yeah, this my car. It looks exactly like what I envisioned in my mind. Never seen this before, but I was like, I want a G-Wagon wrapped in glitter. I always say that, and then this G-Wagon popped up. So let me show you what it looks like. It's so pretty. Boom, this was the picture. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh. That's a nice ride. I started with the Jeep Wrangler, but this is next because it's so cute. It is so cute. It's yours, period. You feel me? Like, can't y'all see me driving that? It's fire. That is fire. Alicia, I know. Like, we don't want just no regular G-Wagon. We want the G-Wagon okay? Ooh, it's so fire. They are following me everywhere. See, that's an affirmation in itself. You see how simple this is? They are following me everywhere. G-Wagons are following me everywhere. So now every time you leave your house, you're going to see G-Wagons because you affirm that they follow you everywhere. So we just need to affirm, I own a G-Wagon now. I have a G-Wagon. I have a G-Wagon wrapped in glitter. I'm doing a 3-day challenge for only one affirmation for SP. First time I believe that this one affirmation could cover my perfect relationship without adding details. Long time needed to reach there. As I love that. I love that for you. And you're absolutely correct. You don't have to do 1,000 affirmations. You don't have to do a whole bunch of stuff. You just affirm. You can affirm one thing. You can affirm one word, you know? Whatever works for you, whatever works. My SP wants to commit, you know what, on his birthday, and it's 2 weeks from now, and I'm very anxious, but I'm going to affirm nonstop. I don't know what to do in this type of situation. Wait, what? Your SP wants to commit to you and you don't want commitment from your SP? Is that what you're saying? Because that's what I read. Maybe I read that wrong. You know what? On his birthday. Yeah, can I get a little clarity on that, Miranda? Little subs, what's good? Oh my gosh, no. Okay, yeah, you affirm. You know what? I actually did that for one of my friends. We were outside and they told me that they were giving themselves X amount of time and they were going to do it by this day. And around that time is when I knew about the 10K challenge. So I wasn't as evolved as I am now. And I put the thing in the 10K challenge, and I have to remember what was the exact thing that I said. Uh, Give me a second. What was the exact thing that I said? My friend is perfectly fine. I think I said my friend is perfectly fine. My friend is completely healthy and perfectly fine. I think I was saying something like that. My friend is healthy. They're perfect. They're perfectly fine. They're healthy. I don't know if I put that they changed their mind. It was something to that extent, and I just kept affirming it, and I was just like, nope, they changed their mind. They're perfectly fine. They're perfectly healthy. My friend is good, and never heard about it again. Like, never. They never said anything else about it again. So you can absolutely eliminate that. Like, that is not a possibility. It's not real. Um, it's not real. You just assume a different version. Okay. Assume a different version. No. That's why I was asking about the meditation. Got you. Okay, got you. So meditate, do whatever you need to do. Just this. So I'm gonna be honest. In situations like that, I do believe just keep affirming. Like, keep affirming. People say you only need to affirm one time and let it go. Affirm. Just keep affirming, because that keeps you in the state of being. That keeps you, you know what I'm saying, where you believe what you desire. Okay, you are affirming what you desire, and you're not focused on anything other than that, because that's the goal here. So they're already fine. They're perfect. They don't even feel that way no more, right? They do not feel that way. Your SP does not feel that way. They are mentally healthy. They are perfectly healthy. They are fine. They are actually happy to live their life. Okay, and that's how you persist. They are that now. That's their story. That's their truth. That's it. I renamed her Molly the Mercedes G Wagon. Period. I like that. I listen to the angel numbers follow me everywhere, to the point it's so annoying because I don't know what they mean. You can assign the meaning to angel numbers. You assign the meaning to them. So doesn't matter what the number is, you assign meaning. I used to go look up every single number, and I used to pick them apart, and I used to be so, like, I just used to drive myself crazy. No. You assign the meaning, you decide what it means. So if you could use it as every time you see a repeating number, that's confirmation that you always get exactly what you want. That's confirmation that everything is always working out perfectly for you. That's confirmation that your SP is thinking about you. That's confirmation that you're an instant manifester. That's confirmation that you have everything that you desire. You know, you assign the meaning to them, assign the meaning to everything. I just hope I have enough time. You know what I mean? So shift your perspective from hoping that I have enough time to you did it. You did it. Like it's done. You did it. Your SP is perfectly fine. They change their mind. They are healthy. They are happy. They enjoy living life. Like they are so happy to live their life. They are so happy. They never spoke about that again because that's not how they feel. You know what I'm saying? So don't hope, know. And when you know, how do you know? You know by stating what is true. Okay? So hoping, I hope this will happen for me, but that leaves the opportunity for it to be a yes or a no. Maybe, maybe not. It happened, it didn't happen. Eliminate hope. I know. And when you know, you state it. Okay? You state your affirmation. You state the truth. That's how you know. I hope that makes sense. Intended that makes sense. I use the word intend because I hate using the word hope. Sometimes hope still comes out, but I really like using the word intend because hope is maybe, maybe not. We don't go for maybe or maybe not. Not as conscious creators, you do not go for maybe or maybe not. You go for it is what I say it is. I've been affirming on and off for this SP that gave the wrong number. That I gave the wrong number to for 5 months. I've seen signs that just keep coming. Little subs, what you mean? HM, I promise I'm gonna save this live. I didn't play any music this time because the last live it got hella copyrights. So I'm gonna save this live when it's over. So I got you. It will be available. Yes, you can absolutely affirm that they love their life. Absolutely, that's a perfect affirmation. So and so loves their life. They love living. They love enjoying their life. They enjoy their life so much. They love their life. They enjoy living every single day. They enjoy life. Yes, absolutely. Tell yourself you have a best friend. I met my best friend. I met my best friend. I met my best friend. I've done that a couple of times. Where I just wanted a friend that was almost exactly like me. So I would just tell myself, I have a best friend. I have a best friend. I have a best friend. I met my best friend. I met my best friend. And then it just happened randomly. Like my client comes in like, oh, you and my daughter will be really good friends together. You know, it's just something that aligns you. So you just tell yourself you have a best friend. You don't have to have nobody specific in mind because you assume the state. Just like you could say, excuse me, just like you could say stuff like life is so hard and you're not specifically stating what makes life hard and then you see evidence of life being hard in your reality, you could say, I have a best friend. I have a best friend. I met my best friend. I have the perfect best friend. You're going to have evidence of that in your reality and you meet a best friend, you know? I'm covering coworker's job while she's out for a week and decided what I had to cover would be easy and effortless. Normally her duties are complicated, but her duties and mine have been a breeze. Period, Alicia. That is how you step into your power and decide what you're gonna experience. Honestly, tried to manifest and failed every single time, but this time I'll affirm and focus on this 24/7. And you just stated something else there for me, Miranda. I tried to manifest and failed every single time. I have always been successful at manifestation. I have always gotten exactly what I wanted because those are the states that you also need to assume, okay? In my opinion. Because stating, I tried to manifest and failed, that's your belief. You no longer identify with that. You have always been successful with manifestation. You have always gotten exactly what you wanted. Everything is so easy for you to manifest. Manifestation is so easy for you because it is. You're manifesting regardless, either way. You're always manifesting. So you're always getting exactly what you're thinking about. You're always getting exactly what you're persisting in. And if you are consciously persisting in something but contradicting it in any way, that's why it hasn't manifested or it's taken too long and you think that it's not working. And then when you state that it's not working, now you're assuming that version and you're experiencing that reality of it not working. So only aligning yourself as manifestation is so easy for me. I always get exactly what I want. I've always been great at manifesting because you are. You really are. You are great at manifesting. Okay? Nobody can take that away from you. You are great at manifesting. You can do anything. You can do anything. You've been doing it this entire time. So change what you tell yourself as well. Ooh, I don't know how to say your name because it's simples, but hello. I love you too. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Yes, Marlena. Manifesting is essentially thinking a thought and not thinking against it. Absolutely. That is literally it. Manifestation is deciding on what you are going to experience. And when I say deciding, just like you decide what clothes you're going to put on and that's what you put on, you decide what is your truth. Decide how your life is going to go. Decide on what you're going to experience. And the way you can keep deciding it, the way you keep it your truth, is if thoughts of it come up, you think as if you have it. That's how you decide on it. That's how you decide. How do I manifest someone out of my reality if they're related to me? You could say that they never existed, or you can move them out the country. They decided to flee the country. They decided to move to another country. They don't even live here no more. You know, that would be the one that I would do. If it was me, and I didn't want a relative in my reality no more, I'd be like, oh, they decided to move. They moved out the country. They moved out the country. So now they don't exist where I live. They don't live where I live. They moved far away, so now I never got to see them or talk to them. Yes, all I have to do is become the version of myself and things will follow. And I know it would have shown up sooner, but I don't know how I was wavering, but I don't know how, but I know it should have been here by now. So there's so many different ways wavering could be. Looking up success stories, you know what I'm saying, out of lack, like I need to see somebody else that's done it. I need to find somebody that has done this thing. Thinking you need to listen to video after video after video, changing affirmation by affirmation by affirmation, you know, like thinking that there is something outside of you that can help you, that you need. In my opinion, that's kind of like wavering, because if you just decide something, you don't need any other validation other than I decided so, you know. So if you need to, tell yourself like, I saw a butterfly, you know, and then when you see a butterfly, you're gonna know I created that just by deciding on it. Just along the way, manifest things that you perceive as small, because that also builds your confidence. It shows you can pick anything to show up in your reality. I want SP to be more affectionate and spoiling me, taking me out to eat all the time. Okay, so my SP is always taking me out to eat. My SP spoils me like a princess. That's all you gotta say. Say your SP is always doing those exact things for you. Girl, why subliminals didn't work for me? It depends. Did you say that they weren't working? Did you listen to them and then immediately look for the results and be like, so where's my stuff at? Why didn't it work? Where's my manifestation? I was listening to the subliminal and it was supposed to make me taller and it didn't make me taller. When you listen to something, you have to tell yourself that it worked. You have to tell yourself subliminals work for you. They work every time. Every time I listen to a subliminal, it works for me. Because for people who do get results from subliminals, what do they say? I always get results from subliminals. I can listen to any subliminal and it works for me. So you have to be that person. You assume that version. Wouldn't the same be for manifesting a celebrity as well? My soul would leave my body if I'm dead. Hey, yo. Would also like to meet Morgan Freeman. Okay, Morgan Freeman. Yeah. You can listen. You can manifest anything. Like, Jacquees is my favorite artist, okay? And if y'all don't know who Jacquees is, y'all need to go look him up because he's a great singer, okay? But he had a album come out, I want to say it was 2 years ago. He had an album come out. And then he came to my city in February. And that was my first time seeing him in concert. But he was in concert with so many people. So he only had a 15-minute set. And I was so sad. And I almost damn near cried. And I was like, you know what? Nope. He's going to have a concert. He's going to have a concert. He's going on tour for his album. He's going on tour for his album. And I just kept saying that, right? Anytime I thought about it, I just kept saying he's going on tour for his album. That November, he was in my city on tour for the album that I had talked about. And then I had got me meet and greet and everything. And I was so lit. And I was like, I definitely made this happen. Then he came back again 2 months later in February. Then he came back again last month. And then somebody was like, why does he keep coming out here so much? I said, because I manifested it and said he gonna be coming out here all the time. So you can make whatever you want happen. You could create whatever experiences you want in your reality. I know that I manifested that because prior to these 3-4 times that he been out here, he didn't come out here. I think the last time he came out here was like 2020, 2021. So you can make it happen, okay? So would you affirm that they're out of your reality all day when you think of them? Honestly, whatever you feel is right, because neither one of those are wrong. If it's something that you're triggered by, then I always say affirm more. But if it's not something that you're triggered by, then just affirm when you think about them or when you see them or have to be around them or thoughts of them or people are talking about them, affirm. But if you're not triggered, just affirm when you think about it. Yes, Miranda, trust me, you can do it. You can do it. You got this. You already did it, okay? You already did it. It is so possible. It's very possible. You manifested this, okay? You decided what you wanted to experience and it happened, all right? Your friend loves life. They enjoy life. They're here with you. They enjoy being with you. Like, you make them so happy. You know what I'm saying? So you did it. You did it, okay? What's up, Nia? How are you? I stopped watching LA videos because they're so confusing sometimes. Just wanted to thank you because I really resonate with you. Make it so simple. Appreciate you, Bambi. I definitely intend to make stuff as easy and simple as possible because I've been there. I've been there, okay? Almost 10 years of studying stuff and I just, I would be so confused. I would be so confused. Like, it didn't make sense at all. Good night, Bammy. Appreciate you for hanging out. Let me see. May have missed your question. Some retiming. Okay. I'm going to bed because it's damn near late. It's damn late here. Okay, Bammy. I'm sure, because, right, it's only 5:35 p.m. for me, so I can only imagine what time it is because I be forgetting that a good portion of y'all aren't even in America. How do I go about manifesting 2 desires at the same time? I don't like setting time to affirm because I have everything that I want. I have everything that I want. I have everything that I desire. Everything I want, I get. I have everything that I want right now. HM. And when you think about those specific things individually, affirm that you have them. That's it. Howdy, you are always in the future. It's 10:35. Why were you up so early? Oh, you work. You had to go to work. Because I'm like, why were you up so early? I've been on this live for, I don't even know, 2.5 hours? What do you think about time constraints? I was trying to manifest getting a performance opportunity, but there are only a few weeks left in this season for something I wanted for myself. No. That means you tell yourself that you got the performance, you got the gig, you are the only one that is the most qualified, and you're gonna get it. There is no time constraint. There's no rules, there's no laws, there's no regulations, there's none of that. There's only what you tell yourself to be true. There's only what you tell yourself is true. Oh, shout out to you, Howden. You be at the gym at 4 a.m., baby. Shout out to you. Could they also completely change the family member too? Like they're a whole nother person, like looks like? Absolutely. Absolutely. Like you can affirm that they are the greatest version of them. They are you know, a great person. You love being around them because you're just assuming versions of them. So yes, you can assume a better version of them. You can assume a different looking version of them. You can assume that they don't exist. They never existed. You can assume that they moved and they live nowhere near you. Like you can assume anything because you look at your life as a video game. Look at your life as a video game. You can do whatever. Just like you can do whatever in The Sims, you can do whatever in your real life. Oh, I gotta go cancel everything. 1 second, y'all. Gotta be looking fire for my man, period. I know that's right. It's 11:37 p.m. in the UK. Okay, UK. Y'all got such cute accents out there. So, is it enough to affirm all day long for both, but go back and forth between both desires? No, I'm saying you don't gotta for both desires. Just affirm you have everything that you want. I have everything that I 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 want. Everything that I desire, I get because it's so easy for me to manifest anything that I want. I have everything that I want. And then when you think about those individual things, affirm that you have them. If I'm affirming for money and SP, I can just go back and forth between both desires all day long and loop the affirmation for each desire as I think about it. You can. You definitely can. Or you can just say, I have everything that I want. I have everything that I want. I have everything that I want. I have everything that I desire, whatever you want to say. Then when you think about SP, affirm your specific affirmations for SP. And if you think about money, affirm your specific affirmations for money. And then when you're not thinking about both, I have everything that I want. I have everything that I want. I have everything that I want. Everything always goes my way, and I always have everything that I want. You know what I'm saying? Because everything that you're stating is basically declaring your version, is declaring what state you're in. It's just declaring it, you know? So you're just deciding what you're experiencing. And what you decide on is what state you're existing in, and your state reflects in your reality. It reflects what you experience. Pretty like sunflowers. Hi, beautiful. How are you? How do I go about revising a parent like they were never my parent? It just feels like they are a waste of space. Yo, I'm sorry. 1 second. I be trying not to laugh because laughing causes me to cough a lot, and I ain't trying to do all that. Listen, she said, a waste of space. Okay. Do you want a completely new parent? Do you want a better version of them? Because you could just tell yourself, I've always had perfect parents. I've always had perfect parents. My parents have always been perfect, or I've always had the perfect parent. I've always had a perfect parent. I've always had, whichever, if it's your mom or dad, I've always had a perfect mom. I've always had a perfect dad. They've always been perfect. Like saying that they've always been perfect or always been whatever you want them to be, that works. Okay. I don't mean to come on someone else's question, but waste of space to be clean out, Mariah. You see, I was trying not to laugh because waste of space. I'm glad everybody is in agreement. That shit was funny. I'm sorry, but it was. It was. FB, I appreciate you. I just want a whole new father. Okay, so you can say, I've always had the perfect father. I have the perfect father now. I have a completely new father, and he is so amazing. You know? Because whatever you tell yourself and whatever you are consistent in, that's what you're going to get. So you want a completely new one? I got a completely new dad, and he is amazing. Like, my new dad is perfect. My new dad is perfect. Like, I got a new dad out of thin air. Got a brand new dad out of thin air, and he is absolutely perfect. You got this, Miranda. You got this. Just stay relaxed. Don't force anything. You know what I'm saying? Don't force anything. You got this. Just go affirm. Accept this as your truth. This is your reality. And that's what it is. Okay? You got it. You definitely got this. And I'm also really about to slide. So, if y'all have any other questions that you want me to answer, I will probably answer them for like 3 or 5 more minutes. So, if y'all have more questions, drop them for me. If not, because I'm going to go and post this video for today, even though it's late, I'm going to still post it. What else? That's it. If you like these lives, I do them every week in my group coaching tier. I'm going to do these once a month, okay? I'm going to attempt to do them once a month, just in general. But I appreciate you, Miranda. You got this. You got this. Whatever you decide on, it's yours, okay? And just keep telling yourself that. You are amazing at manifesting. You can do whatever you want. My cheekbones, appreciate you, Nia. Thank you. It's funny, when I put makeup on one time, I went to work and I had put some contour on my cheek, and one of the cooks thought somebody punched me because it stood out so much. It was like, what happened to your face? Somebody punched you? I said, no, it's makeup. But I appreciate it. If you found law of assumption while in high school, what kinds of things would you manifest? Keo, that was a good question. What would I have manifested? I would have manifested easy grades because I hated school. I hated studying. I would have manifested my parents not being so overprotective and letting me go and live my life. I would have manifested a lot more money for my jobs. I would have manifested these dudes doing what I wanted them to do and not crying over everybody. Psh, what? What else would I have manifested? I think that might be it. Oh, and manifesting cuter cars because the cars that I had were not cute. I would have manifested cuter cars. I think that's it for right now because social media wasn't what it was then, so that wasn't a big thing. I probably would have manifested a friend group. I would have manifested a friend group. I always wanted like a friend group of girls. All my friends are like individual friends, but I always wanted like one little clique of girls, like a clique of girls, little group. So, and I realized I definitely manifested not having it because I was always like, I don't have no friends. I don't have a group of friends. Well, that's why I didn't have a group of friends. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so I don't have a specific date yet, Ree, on what day I will do the live. You just gotta pay attention to my community post. Because it'll happen when I notice I have a little gap in my schedule where I can do a live because I will go live and attempt to only be live for 2 hours and then I end up being live forever. So I will definitely post it in my community tab like, hey, I'm gonna go live on this day, this time, save it. What are your thoughts on manifesting revenge? I had a wrongful termination that I've been trying to resolve through manifestation, but I really want my old boss to get hers. Okay, Mariah, you asked the right person, baby, because let me tell you, I'm very peaceful and zen down, but I fight fire with fire, okay? Because I choose to be nice to everybody in my reality. I choose to be the sweetest person ever. But if you do something to me, I'm going to do it back to you, but even more because it's my reality and I'm the creator of my reality. So, whatever it is that you want to do for your revenge, go for it. That's what I'm saying. And, you know, it is what it is. Because, yeah, you know, you definitely got this, Miranda. I'm gonna be looking for you, okay? I'm definitely gonna be looking for you. Keep me updated with great success stories. Howden, I appreciate you. Look at Howden. Let's pin that for my last couple of minutes. No, I do. We be hanging out for real in the group coaching. Don't know what to do with SP. I got movement, and he said I'm scared to come back. Is that my fear or something else? Yep, your fear. Your fear. But you don't have any fear, okay? Your SP only wants to be with you. You're the only person they want to be with, so there is no fear. There's no worry. All right? Whatever you want from your SP, and especially because you got movement, keep going. Keep going, keep affirming, keep stating what is yours. Whatever they say, it doesn't matter. It's old belief playing out. You keep affirming and deciding on what is true for you, okay? See, there we go. Micah gave you a much better, more civilized response. They said, I'm getting justice, period. They said you can just affirm that I'm getting justice. Because I, I don't have the best advice for that because I fight fire with fire. I'm eating it, I almost choked. Oh, my contour. Dang, my contours are, yes, they thought I got punched in the face. I will be manifesting my mom. Let me get my license at 16. Whoa, not you said hello to my longtime MySpace friend. Ooh, MySpace? I remember you too. What's good, Anthony? How you doing? MySpace? Did anybody on here have a MySpace? Y'all, MySpace was it. That was the beginning of the social media saga, okay? Candace, hi, baby. Is there a difference between I am and I know, like I know my name? No, they're the same. Because I am and whatever is followed by I am is what you are. And I am is stating who you are, who you know yourself to be. So if you say I know, da da da, then it's also saying I am this person. Great question. That was a great question, friend. I am and I know, like I know my name. No, they're the same. In my opinion, they're the same. Because whatever you know is what you are. Thank you, Lexus. As long as you're not hurting anybody. Yeah. Like I agree. Like I don't believe in wishing, death upon people. I don't like that one. But one of my friends was telling me something about her boss messing her over. I said, she gonna be fired. She gonna get fired. Okay? How about that? She gonna get fired. Because I don't like when people mess with other people. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Appreciate you, Nia. Yeah, I don't wear makeup no more. I stopped wearing makeup. Like, it ain't a thing for me. Sally, you had my MySpace was always decorated with Chris Brown everything. I had Chris Brown background, Chris Brown pictures. I had a little marquee stuff like the Chris Brown song. Everything was Chris Brown. I would give anything to get back inside of my MySpace page. I would love to see it. We really do because MySpace now is just like a music page or something. No, it is not finna rain. Girl, I do feel like you because everyone's preaching forgiveness and letting go, and I'm like, absolutely not. That's my money. Hey, it's your reality, okay? Like Micah said, I don't believe in wishing nothing bad upon people, but you know what I'm saying? It's okay for somebody to do something negative to you? Absolutely not. I'm finna get you back. Oh, Anthony, you are hilarious. Yeah, everything for me was Chris Brown, Chris Brown, Chris Brown. If you could describe the feeling of the God state in 3 words, what would they be? Um, I am God. Like literally, I am God. Because if God can do everything, God is everything. God is creation. And that's what we are here in this physical realm doing physically. Then how do you describe that? I am God. Those would be my 3. And the MySpace top 8 drama. Yeah, that was always drama. That was always drama. Like, You know what? Whoever asked me what I manifest in high school, I manifest being in certain people's tops, whose tops I wasn't in. Cause now I realize why I wasn't in the top. I see why I wasn't in the top because I was saying that I wasn't in the top. You know. Read. You can go for signs. You can accept things as signs. If you see anything that is basically in relation to your desire happening, going to happen, whatever, it all is working in your favor. Okay. You just have to continue telling your story to yourself that you have this person is yours, they only want to be with you, it's the best relationship you've ever been in, and that's it. Just keep doing it. Every single success story that I've seen when it comes to SPs, and the one thing that they all say, and this is the truth, just keep persisting. Just keep persisting. Just keep persisting. You know, I could revise it, but I don't have to. It's okay. Like, I ain't tripping. It's just a little MySpace top 8. I ain't tripping. You're welcome, Lay. So literally, because guess what? Manifestation is so simple. We just overcomplicate it. Humans can overcomplicate stuff, but it is so simple. Nia, I honestly I wanted to try that, but I know my attention span, I'm gonna fall asleep. But I don't see anything wrong with it. Like, nothing is harmful in that because 16 hours, if you have 16 hours in a day to affirm, then that's cool. It's just 16 hours of you saturating your mind. I mean, people binge watch a TV show, and how long does that take? You watch a TV show all day long, you know? Especially on Netflix. Let them have a few seasons of Grey's Anatomy or something. Everybody gonna sit there and binge watch from the start to the end. That's 16 hours plus. So if you can do that, you can saturate your mind. It's just an activity. It's just something that you're doing, you know? But it's something that you're doing that's working in your favor. I love you too, Reed. I have a job in mind and I want to have it while working remote from a different city. Can you share more about your dream job story that you recently posted? Um, okay, because then you said I have a job in mind and I want to have it while working remote. So just tell yourself that you got hired at that job. My dream job, when I was in high school, I thought I could never get hired there. Then when I went to beauty school and I got confidence in my makeup skills and stuff, I was like, you know what? I can see myself working there. I can see myself working there. And then I just go in there to buy something and then the opportunity presented itself, you know? So you can have whatever you want. If you want to get hired at this specific place, then you need to tell yourself, I'm the perfect candidate for the job. I got hired there. This is now my place of employment, you know? And because you're stating this is my place of employment, everything in your reality has to move to make that true for you. So a position pops up, a recruiter reaches out, opportunity presents itself, you know, anything. You see what I'm saying? Sally talking about she binge watching Law and Order. When you binge watch something, you're spending quite a bit of time watching it. So you can affirm for an extended period of time too. I'm gonna try it on my next day off. I've been wanting to do it for a while. Yeah, go for it. If you got the time, it's not. There's no harm in that. There's no harm in that at all. I've been affirming for a brother to have a niece, and I've been dreaming of a baby girl almost every night. In the color pink everywhere, I would say her potential name is Dakota. Well, let me tell you something. My mama manifested it for my brother. She kept asking him and his girl, like, y'all need to have a kid. Y'all need to have a kid. Why y'all ain't slipped up? Yo, why y'all slipped up yet? I want a grandbaby. I want a grandbaby. Then she gets a grandbaby. Then she was saying from the time that we found out she was pregnant, my mom was like, she gonna, what did you say? My mom said she gonna be walking in 8 months. She gonna be walking in 8 months. She gonna be walking in 8 months. And that little baby started walking in 8 months. It was 8 or 9 months, maybe 9 months, maybe 9, whichever one it was. She started walking, like, I think exactly on the day or 2 days after she turned 9 months. So that baby is coming, okay? The baby probably incubating right now, and they waiting on Christmas to tell y'all that there's a baby on the way. Unknown, I appreciate it. Beautiful affirmations and a good moisturizer. You feel me? But thank you. Y'all, I I just don't even watch TV. I watched Law and Order like with my mama a few times, but I don't even watch it. That company, they keep playing with me. I applied in September and they keep reposting it. Okay, but you see, if you affirmed for it, that's why they keep reposting it. You say that they're playing with you, so that's what your reality is showing you. Your reality is showing you that they're playing with you by continuing to repost it after you have applied. So you need to tell yourself, I got hired at this place. I am the perfect candidate for this job. They called me for an interview. You know what I'm saying? What? Because I don't know how the job world works right now. So I don't know the steps and the process. I just know it's a hell of a lot of processes when you want to work somewhere. So whatever is step number one, if they call you for an interview or whatever, then that's what you need to tell yourself that they're doing. Okay. And they said you were too junior for the role. There is no such thing. There's no such thing. Unknown. I appreciate you. Thank you. There's no such thing as you are too junior. That is you experiencing you experiencing your belief that you're not qualified. You may not be qualified. You know what I'm saying? And it may not even be with this particular job, but there may have been other instances where you felt like you were not qualified because of something, right? So you're not waiting for them to hire you. They are going to hire you. You are perfectly qualified for the job. Happens all the time. You don't have to be qualified and stuff. Oh, so it's gonna be a girl then. It's gonna be a girl. It's gonna be a girl. I did the same. I manifested my niece being a girl, and I manifested for. I say that she looks similar to me, but I feel like as she continues to grow, she's gonna look more like me because I have a baby picture of me and her put together, and we have the same exact face. But the whole time that she was pregnant, I was like, she looks just like me. She looks just like me. She looks just like me. That's my little twin. She looks just like me. So people will say, she looks like you and your brother. She looks just like your brother, but my brother looks like me. So then they'd be like, you know what? She looks like you. Period. Because that's what I wanted. But sometimes, I see a difference. I see her looking differently. But I have a couple of pictures where I'm like, nah, she look like me. Um, what made you want to get into posting manifestation videos? Imani, that's a really good question. When I had this major shift in my life and I got myself out of such a traumatic state, what saved me was me telling myself, I don't believe that we have to suffer. I don't believe people are meant to suffer. I don't believe that we are meant to struggle and go through hard times. I believe that life is supposed to be easy for us and everything is supposed to work out in our favor and we're supposed to have everything that we want and we're supposed to have this beautiful life. When we've been told the opposite, that we have to work hard and life is hard and you can't always get exactly what you want. And when I fully understood that and comprehended that, I wanted to share that. So I started sharing it on a live stream on Bigo. And when I was sharing it on Bigo, a lot of people would basically, what is this? Oh, Miranda, you joined the group coaching. I love that. I'm gonna post the Discord link because you can be able to message me on there on the Discord. Welcome. I love that. I like that it popped up at the bottom. But Imani, I was on the live stream on Bigo and I would do Manifestation Mondays. And so many people would come on there and be like, do you go on YouTube? Do you post on YouTube? And I'll be like, no. And so many people were like, you need to post on YouTube. And then I finally got over my own fear of success, my own fear of being seen, my own fear of people thinking that I was insane and out of my mind. And I just started posting. So if you go to the very first videos that I was posting, like the camera angle is horrible, the quality of the video is horrible, and I'm just sitting here talking straight through because in my mind I was like, I just need to record it and post it because that's the only way I'm going to get myself in the habit of actually doing it. You know what I'm saying? Period, Miranda. You already got it. You already got it. You already got it, okay? Kiara, stay tuned because I am posting a self-concept video when I end this live. I recorded it today. So, I got you. It's y'all talking about yeah, the videos that I recorded for today is self-concept, why circumstances don't matter, and manifesting good grades. What should I do if I want my SP, but then I also feel like I should just manifest someone new? No, Kitty, no. You are going to stick to your SP because that's what you desire. No going back and forth, no questioning, no ma'am. Because that's just you going in and out of these states, overthinking and creating these thoughts for yourself. No ma'am. You're sticking to your SP that you desire, okay? Have you ever manifested money out of thin air? One time I have, and it was just so unintentional. I never affirmed to get money out of thin air. I think I was just telling myself money comes to me easily, and I opened up my PayPal and I had money in my PayPal account, and I was like, well, where did this money come from? Because I had zero in my PayPal account, and then when I tried to retrace the company that it came from, I Googled it, and I'm just like, don't know how that got there, but okay. Can you make a fire with fire video? You know what? That's a good one. That's a good one. I'm gonna put karma and I'm gonna put the fire with fire. You see, this is why I don't want to laugh because then it makes me cough. Lord, oh, yes, I can. Thank you, Howden. Please get on Kitty because I don't know what she's doing. Like, no, ma'am. Don't even start that. But sometimes I don't want to be Michelle Obama and go, it's okay. My SV just sent me a hey, I do that too. Hi, Imani. I do that too. Like, if the SP shows up in your reality opposite of what you want, let me tell you something. Nope, 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 nope. I have done the ignore thing. I have done all of that. And then they show up how I want them to show up. I'm catching you live. Love Passion here. What's up? Have you ever recreated an SP? Have I recreated an SP? I have just gotten versions of SPs that I desired. So, you know, anytime they show up how I don't like, then I either detach and tell them I don't want to talk to them and be their friend and no, just go away. Because I know they'll come back the way that I want them to, and they always do. So I don't know if I just completely and full recreated a whole person. I just changed qualities about them that I don't be liking, if that makes sense. What other creators do you love watching? The only person I love watching is Sammy, and Sammy don't post, and she don't be posting. So, but I don't, and I really just watch her videos because I love her. Like, I just love Sammy. I love her personality. I just love her. But other than that, I don't watch nobody. One of my friends, she sends me videos that she's watching, and she usually just wants me to watch it or give my perspective. So I watch. I watch the videos that she sends me, but I don't really like to consume content anymore. I used to be the big content consumer, gotta watch. But I don't anymore. Have you ever hosted on Bigo? Pee-wee, that is so crazy. Yeah, I was on Bigo for like a year and a half or something. I have an agency on there still. I just don't I don't like Bigo no more. Like, is your first time? You never I always be talking about how I be live streaming on Bigo. Yeah, I love Sammy too. Sammy is legit. I love her so much. Also, what if two people manifest the same SP? Who would get them? Both? Both of them. Both of them. And the way, let's see if I can make this make sense. You have two people and they're manifesting the same SP, okay? This person is experiencing their reality. This person is experiencing their reality. If they don't know about each other, they're both going to manifest the version of the SP that they want that wants them. Because they're experiencing their reality, so they are experiencing their SP being with them. They are also doing the same thing. If they know about each other, okay, then it's still going to be a thing where this person manifest the SP, they get their SP, so they see this person without the SP because it's from their point of view. So from their perspective, this person doesn't have them. So everybody in their reality confirms that to be true because that's the versions of them that they're experiencing. But the same thing can happen over here. You know what I'm saying? So this person can also do the same thing, have the SP, see that this person doesn't have the SP, and everybody that's in their reality also reflects that this is true, that they have their SP, because it's not one world, one reality. It's everybody experiencing their own reality simultaneously. And everybody is experiencing versions of people because there's infinite versions, infinite realities. I intend that makes sense. But they both will get the person. You're just not going to see it in your own reality because what you assume to be true has to be reflected back to you as true in your reality. So you're only seeing one version of the person. So that version of the person, that's your SP, is either going to want to be with you or they want to be with them. So if you're doing it and assuming that they want to be with you, then they're with you and you see that person not being with them. But vice versa, in that person's reality, they have also assumed the version that they have the SP. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, and you said yes, that makes sense. Okay, perfect. I watch manifesting videos like your grandma listens to gospel. It just feels good and it's better than just listening to politics and relationship stuff. FB, I definitely agree. Observe this obvious. You don't have to apologize for anything. How do you affirm in your head more often? Oh, but do you affirm in your head more often? Yes. Like, I look at all points in my day as just times to affirm. When I'm just walking around the house, when I'm showering, brushing my teeth, cooking, cleaning, walking to the car, driving, all of those are times for me to affirm. Because I'll be thinking about something anyway. Who is Universal Ho? Who is that? And you said, have I ever watched Eric? No, I've never heard of Eric. I've watched some of Taylor's videos. I do like Taylor. I like her personality too. I definitely like her personality. I like her videos. I like when people's the stuff that they are presenting is in line with how I believe and how I think. So I love her stuff. Like, I've seen a couple of her videos, but I just tell myself now, like, should you really go watch the video? Like, for me, I scroll on YouTube, right? And I see all the videos and I kind of just get like this feeling like, ugh, I'd be so overwhelmed, like, ugh, it's all, to me, it all says the same thing. They all sound the same because I already know. Like, I don't have no questions. I already know, you know? And when you reach that point, it's just like, you don't really need anything. I'll listen to it for entertainment, you know what I'm saying? But I just don't need it. And you eventually can reach that point where you just don't need it. Like, I used to be the girl that needed to listen to all kinds of stuff. I needed to listen. Indigo, I used to listen to Indigo too. I used to play her videos when she was posting on YouTube. I liked her too. They're boss girlies, definitely. Yeah, that's true. There comes a point you just need to do it. Exactly. You just do what you know you need to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. What if I can't specifically say what I want into an affirmation? And I feel like umbrella affirmations don't really make me feel reassured. Okay, think about whatever it is, and this is the last question I'm gonna answer, y'all, and then I'm gonna go. I appreciate y'all so much, but and it's 11:11, Howden. Oh my gosh, because it's 6:11 here, but turn up for you. That means somebody is thinking about you right now, Howden, just so you know. So, Kiara, what if I can't specifically say what I want into an affirmation, and I feel like an umbrella affirmation don't really make me feel reassured? Okay, so whatever it is that you're manifesting, think about you wake up tomorrow and you have whatever it is that you're manifesting, right? And you go call your best friend, your sister, your brother, whoever you're gonna call to tell that person that you have it now. What are you gonna say? Okay, So if you are manifesting $1 million and you wake up tomorrow and $1 million is in your bank account, you go call your friend or whoever you're going to call first. What do you say to them? Oh my God, I just manifested $1 million. Oh my God, I have $1 million in my bank account. Right? Whatever you're going to say, that's your affirmation. Because whatever you're going to say as the version of you that has it, that's how you need to think. That's how you need to speak. So just take a second to figure that out, and then you got your affirmation. Can't wait for your video. You said you're posting the self-comment. Yes. As soon as I end this live, I am going to, I got to fill in like my title and caption and all that stuff, but that don't take me long, and then I'm going to post it. So y'all give me like 15-ish minutes. It's 6:12 p.m. for me right now. Y'all gauge what time it is for you, but by 6:30 p.m. I should have it posted, okay? You're welcome, Kiara. That should make it way easier, okay? What if you're trying to manifest your SP to change their mind about committing? They only want to commit to you. You don't have to try to change nobody's mind. I don't give a shit what somebody says that they not gonna do, what they don't want to do. That don't mean nothing, because they don't have free will in your reality unless you give it to them. And if you feel like you're trying to manifest something from somebody, you kind of giving them free will. Don't give them free will. They don't have the option to choose. Thought transmission is instant and it's fast. And if you say, this is how you feel about me, then that's how it's going to be. That's how it's going to be. That video will be tomorrow, Howden. Ooh, okay. Miranda said, or do what Sammy said on her tell them what to do video. Period. Yeah, that video will be, the circumstance video will be tomorrow. I'll post it early in the day. I'm gonna edit it tonight. It don't take me long to edit. So I appreciate y'all so much. This has been great. I feel like we've been here for like 3 hours. But I will save this live and allow it to be reposted. Miranda, shout out to you. Thank you for joining the group coaching, and you got this, okay? You have already manifested what you desire. There are no questions. There are no nothing other than you did it, and it's done, okay? You did it. You did it. You did it. You succeeded. You consciously manifested this, okay? Because everything is always working in your favor. Everything. Life is perfect for you. Life couldn't be any better right now, okay? Because everything is always working out perfectly for you, period. All right? Good night, Howdy. Well, enjoy your day because it's the beginning of the day for you. But see you later, Mariah. See you later, You're very welcome. See you later, FB. I love you too. Yes, and I'm going to go ahead and make a post too. After I post the video, just check the community tab. I'll post the link for the Discord so that way you can have access to the one-on-one group, the one-on-one coaching. Because I do all of my one-on-one coaching with the group coaching members through Discord, okay? It's just the app you download. But I appreciate y'all. We'll do another live next month sometime. But group coaching, we do weekly lives, okay? So Miranda, we will be doing these lives weekly, all right? I usually post a poll until we get a solidified day and time. I usually post a poll every week where everybody can kind of vote on what's the best time to go live. So that way I can at least show up when most people are available. But they're always posted for the replay, okay? I love you all, and I will see y'all later, okay?